Just wants my body. I know your body. Just wants my body. I know your body. Just wants my body.
That's how you started it?
Yep, that's how I started.
That's how we started today's stream. Okay.
Up.
What the heck? Allow
love
paste.
I love it. Wow,
Like, oh.
Okay.
Copy.
Hi,
Sorry,
everybody.
I'm. Hello.
Oh, actually, this is a good time for me to see if, real quick. Boop, boop.
We put in announcements. No. What? Guys, where do we put our streams? Maybe in live announcements. Maybe if I wasn't dumb and actually looked at it.
Don't worry, you got it. You got it. You can do it. You can find it.
I got it.
There
We
you
did
go.
it, guys. We did it.
I don't got it.
Woo!
My Discord's being
I don't
slow.
get it. Tell you this. I literally. I can hear. Why am I in the center? I'm the star. Always.
I don't know why it's like that. I can't fix it though.
I'm forever stuck in the middle.
Yeah, it is how it is.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Like, I can move you and Madison both, but I can't separate you both.
We're a package deal.
Yeah. It's the way the Fugi thing is set up. Hi, Sleepless! Oh my god, I think
Oh, I should probably pull up my chat. That might be helpful. Hey, Sleepless.
Hi!
Anyway, we didn't get to talk before this, so how have you guys been?
I'm a pretty
Well, I didn't, because I was running around like a crazy person.
I felt that. I could take a nap.
Dude, I did. I woke up too
Oh,
early
nice
today
going,
and then
Sleepless.
passed out. Page 200 of the book, and it's good! Yay! I'm happy. How many pages are in that book? It's a cool book. I'll probably bring it to you guys so you guys can read it too.
Hi.
You're probably gonna be mad at me, Sleepless, because I'm pretty sure it ends on a cliffhanger.
Oh,
But then again,
no,
what book
that's
do I
okay.
recommend that doesn't end on a cliffhanger? Name one book I have recommended that hasn't ended on a cliffhanger.
Then you want to read more, you know?
Exactly.
We may
Yeah.
hear my dog barking because she's
That's acceptable, though.
upsetty spaghetti that, you know, she's not in here, but she'll eat everything in sight. So
Oh. Oh, sorry, Sleepless. Sorry to disappoint you. You should have known it was gonna end in a cliffhanger based on my selections from this channel. The second book's already out though, so
hey, that's good.
yeah. You don't have to be tortured because I'm pretty sure I have done that to other people where I'm like, no, I've done that to myself where I'm like, oh yeah, first book and nothing else is out right now. Okay, this is fine. I hate it when that happens.
Y'all, how's the background
No.
music, the volume? How's all the audio? Have I found anything?
Oh.
Have to change anything?
Let me check. I'm about to hear double.
I know I was hearing double. It sounded okay though. If Winnie doesn't stop it.
Why am I so loud?
Oh, hold on.
Wait, no. Me and Madison are like the same. No, actually, I'm still a little bit loud. Wolves, you're really quiet.
I am?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, at
Why?
least compared to me and Madison, at least.
I can turn you guys down,
Yeah, do that.
but I can't hear you.
Also,
if I do.
some sick music. Oh,
Yeah, this is the
Can you
problem.
turn yourself
See,
up?
If I turn you, like, I can, but, like, is that better? Hello, testing 1 2 3. I don't want to be overly loud. That's the
Testing
problem.
1 2 3.
I had to turn
I'm
my
waiting
phone
for it to come
volume down because the background music for YouTube is literally blasting my ears. So,
okay, yeah, no, that sounds better.
okay. It does?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I hope I'm not overly loud.
What was Sleepless saying? Anyway, should we get started? Madison, are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
What? No! That's so... No! Sleepless, I'm so sorry. No! That's such
Oh,
a good
no.
What book series is that?
Trials
What
of
series is
Pause,
that?
Part of the Percy Jackson series.
Oh,
It's like,
That's so awkward.
It's so upsetting.
so sad.
And like, there's literally a specific book dedicated to a gay couple called like The Son of the Star, and it's so
Oh,
cute. It's
that's
so
a
adorable.
great title.
Good job. Sleepless, way to go.
It's like the first book. Love
Alright,
it.
let me enter the slideshow mode. Okay. Are we ready?
Madison.
Oh, yes, I guess so. Alright. So,
I was like, where's my slideshow? I was like, where's it? Okay, I found it. It's okay. It's okay. I got it. Alright.
Do we usually have it up in our chat too? I can't remember. Or do we just go off of...
I think.
Is it bad that we do this like literally 3 weeks ago and none of us can remember how we stream?
Fine. I'm watching.
It's so bad,
wolves
guys.
Move us around on the screen.
I know. Fling us around.
Fling.
Okay, Madison.
Yes.
There you go.
Madison gets to be big.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah, yes. Welcome to my class.
We're just
children.
here to cheer you. Chore? Just to cheer you on.
Oh yes.
We're your little car girls.
Yeah.
Your little
Oh
car.
my gosh.
Oh my gosh, Madison! Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh.
Look
Thanks,
how we
guys.
both went for it.
Love it.
This is no
Okay.
problem.
So, welcome to our. What even book number is this that we've done now? Whatever.
This is 7.
7.
my
This is our
God.
7th. Wow.
I
I
know.
didn't think we'd make it this far.
I know. We're almost to double digits, guys.
Well, okay. The only reason I know that is because I literally have the book schedule up in front of me.
Good. At least one of us is responsible.
Yeah. You know,
Am I responsible, or was this just the tab that happened to be open when I joined this?
That's fair.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
fair.
All right. So we have the book Bully by Penelope Douglas.
Woo!
Yay! Yay! All right. Synopsis time.
Oh, actually, I don't. Gimme.
Give you the synopsis.
I don't know if I read the synopsis for
Do I
this
have to
thing.
move us? I'm
No,
getting
I did.
lazy.
Very briefly.
No, don't move it. I say we keep it in the same spot, really. I'm going to read it. So.
Yeah, it's fine. Madison's gonna read it out loud anyway.
I'm tired of around the screen. I'm sorry if you blocked the words.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's
One
fine.
day-
I'll read it.
One day I want to get a
Words are overrated.
Guys, I want to get like a
Exactly.
stream outline, like a stream overlay, so I could put like this in a box and we could be off to the side, out of the
No.
way.
That would probably help, but you know,
It probably would.
that's
It's fine.
too
We'll add that to the
logical
to-do
for
list
us.
for
No,
For, like,
it's
maybe
not
in
a
our-
to the
drawing.
million
Come
other
on,
things.
Yeah.
It's literally a drawing. It's not logical at all.
Listen, once we get to like 30, I'll make us one.
30
Yeah.
from 7.
Yeah, we got a while. It'll give me time.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I do.
See you guys in a
So-
few years.
Yeah. So, synopsis. This is what the back of the book reads. My name is
Okay,
Tate.
good.
Yeah.
I
My
think. Nice to meet you.
Hi. My name is Tate. He doesn't call me that, though. He would never refer to me by a friendly nickname. No, he'll barely even speak to me, but he still won't leave me alone. We were best friends once. Then Jared turned on me and made it his mission to ruin my life. I was humiliated, shut out, and gossiped about all through high school. His pranks and rumors got worse as time wore on, and I made myself sick trying to stay out of his way. I even went away for a year just to avoid him. But I'm done hiding from him now, and there's no way I'll allow him to ruin another year. Jared might not have changed, but I have. It's time to fight back.
Ooh.
Yay!
Yay.
Sounds so good from there. Obviously, it's a little bit of a
I feel like
bully
some of that
romance
was a
here.
lie. I feel like not all of that was accurate.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm curious to see what you
Yeah, that
you think about that. Put a pin in
Mm.
put a pin in that.
Put a pin in that one.
Put a pin in that one,
Mm.
okay?
Sounds like an
Alright.
English teacher.
Well, actually, when I
Put a pin in that one.
Let's actually think of our thoughts when we read the synopsis for the first time before we read the book.
Actually, okay.
Because my initial thought was that me and Moon both were like, ooh, strong protagonist potential?
Yes. No, because I think both me and Wolves are like, yes, go off on him.
Yeah, I was ready to have like a fight. Like, I wanted like a slap and like a lot of, like,
Oh.
which there was. But...
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't think it, but I always, if you know me and you know my channel and you know a certain series called Cinderella Phenomenon, you know I always love a good kneeing when someone deserves it,
yeah.
which is basically the catchphrase of that video game that we're playing through. So yeah, I mean, I've actually never read a book where someone gets kneed. Is that crazy?
Really?
The amount of, well,
Wait,
You know,
what-
I don't-
what the type of
I
book-
with the
Well, I
amount
have
of books
either.
I've read, I don't think I've ever read a book besides this one where
I don't
someone
know,
gets
I read a
kneed.
book.
I've never read a book, period.
Oh, that's kind of anticlimactic for this channel then. Right.
That's fair.
It's all been a lie the whole time.
No, guys, they're
No,
audio
yeah.
listeners. They listen to the audiobooks.
No, I've started doing that
Oh.
because I drive a lot.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But I meant like that as like, you only listen to audiobooks. You only
No.
listen.
If only I
No.
listened. Maybe I'd get a lot more done, honestly. Because I do it when I'm
Do you
like,
want me to move to the
doing
next slide?
dishes. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Move on to the next slide.
Alright.
We got really off topic.
It's on brand. It's fine.
It is on
We're
brand.
actually not blocking. Well, Madison's book is blocking Maddox's name a little bit, but that's fine.
That's fine. That's
Wait,
totally
isn't there
fine.
2Ds?
Shh. He only has one. It's fine. Anyway, so
That have.
okay.
They're pretty
So,
nice too, though.
characters. Woo! Characters. Main
Yay.
characters. We have Tate, or Tatum Brant, which is our our main girl. And we got
Protagonist.
protagonist. That's the word I'm looking for.
I got you. I got
Then we
you.
have our
At first
antagonist.
Yeah. Yes, we have Jared. Was it Trent? I think his last name was Trent. Jared Trent, which is her.
I have no clue.
Her.
Why
her
does he
Wait,
his
no, you're
name-
right. He only does have one D. What?
Oh,
I've been lied
have
to.
That was a
I have
joke
to
that
ask,
I-
why is Jared's first name and last name both really like, no offense to anybody named Jared or Trent, but why are they such like douche sounding names?
honestly, that's fair.
I'm like,
Wait, I will say though, I really didn't know his name for probably half the book.
what?
What? How do you read and not know his name? I mean-
his personality stuck out enough that I knew who they were talking about, but I don't think I actually
just-
registered
you
his
just
name
did
till it
not
came up,
like
and then I
him.
was like, wait, oh, that's his name?
The last page. Oh my God, his name's Jared.
No, she doesn't even know until the slide. They're like, oh, that's.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I was joking, but I really didn't know. Like when
Oh,
he was
he's
a bully
okay,
for the
he's a
majority
lawyer.
of that
Okay,
time, I
that's
really
a good-
didn't know his
That's a
name.
good Jared then, Sleepless. Wait, well,
Okay.
lawyers are questionable. I don't know about that. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. That's
Alright,
fair.
anyway.
So secondary characters, we have Tate's dad. Because,
I like how he's at the top.
I like him best.
Early in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like him. Anyway, then you
Fair
have
enough.
Maddox, which is Jared's best friend.
Uh,
Yes.
He's
Questionable.
he's questionable.
everybody
Like,
is questionable.
Everyone
Yeah.
in this book is so
They're,
questionable.
they're all so questionable.
Morally gray, guys. Morally gray.
Yeah. What's your favorite color? Morally gray. Then
No, Madison's favorite color is Christian Grey.
no.
What?
Sorry, I've always wanted to make that joke. I'm so happy I could.
Wait, I don't
Did
get
I tell
it.
you about that?
Wait, what? Is there a story here? I just made a joke.
Wait.
Is there something you want to tell me about it?
Wait, Madison.
Wait.
Do you want to do this over stream or after stream?
No, we can discuss it now. Have I
Oh my
told
gosh,
you
okay.
that I'm reading it? Is
Oh,
that
you're reading it right now!
Wait, what are you reading? I'm so confused.
50 Shades of Grey? I've never read it before, and I have the whole series, so I'm like, might as well. So that's the audiobook I was talking about listening to in the car and was inappropriate for work.
Madison!
So I'm sitting there
What are you
eating.
listening to in the car?
I was just making a joke, man. I didn't even realize.
Oh gosh.
No, I was like, man, maybe I told her that I was reading that.
I just read your mind. I just know.
I was like, maybe I did talk about it, but I hadn't really
When
told
we
anyone.
spend too much time together. Well, now you've told the entire internet. so-
Oh yeah, well it's fine. It's fine. My mom knows. So my mom was like, "You haven't read them yet?" I'm like, "Okay, mother." Yeah. She's like, "I read those years ago." I'm like, "Yep. Well, I haven't. I did just recently watch the movie. It is very different than the book. Lots of differences."
The only reason I know anything about 50 Shades of Grey is because I watch movie reviewers commentate
Oh.
on the movies, and I find it hilarious. And yeah, that's the only reason I know
Yeah.
anything about that series. I never
It's-
read it.
I know
different.
nothing about it.
It's different than the book. I will say, he is very much more
basically-
creepy
it's
in the book.
It's basically corn. It's corn.
Yeah, there is a lot of
It's corn. It's
corny
corn.
scenes. Yeah.
Corn. Like
It's-
change
it's
the letter
corn.
C to P. It is corn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'll be sitting in my car on my lunch break and I'll be eating my little cheeseburger and you'll just hear him say, "And then he," and I'm like, I'm gonna turn down the audiobook. Turn it down.
So that's why you sent us that TikTok.
Yeah, honestly.
Look at you. Look your ears, children.
No, like literally today, I was parked beside my boss's car thinking she wouldn't come outside. She did.
Stop.
She did. And I just like pushed pause on the audiobook and I waved at her, continued eating. Then she left and I
No
turned it up a little
shame.
bit and I was like, okay. I mean, it wasn't out of steam,
What would have been even
but
more funny is if you turned the volume up.
Roll the windows down. Turn the volume up.
It would have been so funny though, because my boss is like the cutest, and she
Aw.
probably would have been like I don't know, just looked adorable, like been like, oh my gosh, yes.
Adorably horrified.
Adorably horrified. Is that the endearing
That,
term?
could that be a new
back
thing,
on
by the way,
topic.
guys? Can we refer to that as corn now? Corn on the cob?
Yes, corn on the cob.
It's corn
It's
now.
corn.
It's corn!
It's corn.
Alright.
Okay. So, yes, Tate's dad, Maddox, which is and then Casey, which is Tate's so-called best friend, but we'll get to that.
Oh my god. Literally. The
I
so-called
have-
is so called for.
There's so many
It
thoughts.
is, you know, Casey. I mean, okay, for the longest time, because I started off the book with the audiobook, and for some reason, you know, I thought her name was Casey, like Casey.
Yeah.
And then I opened up the book to read, like, while I was in the house, and I went, oh my god, it's KC.
It's literally just Casey.
What's it stand for? Do we know?
I think it's literally just Casey.
I think she's just Casey throughout the entire thing.
Her
I was
parents-
gonna try to
her
think of
parents
a
named her
funny
Casey
thing.
with 2 letters.
They got
They
lazy.
made spelling her name easier in life.
Yo, facts though.
Alright, moving
Anyway.
on. Next guy.
Move on.
I
Woo!
will never get
Favorite
tired of this name.
characters.
I'll never get tired of
I know. Favorite characters. So,
Favorite?
We-
Oh no.
I thought.
we had
Wait, I thought that said Jared at the beginning. I was like, excuse?
No.
you know I'm into that. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I am reading 50 Shades after all. No, I'm
No.
kidding.
Oh my
We're
gosh.
not bringing that book into this. No.
No, sorry. Okay.
No, we've already
Anyway,
talked about it too
so
much.
we have Tate. Okay, you guys like Tate?
Thought-
For the most part.
For the most part. I mean, the favorite out of what we're
Yeah,
given.
she's one of the better characters.
Yeah. I mean, she is our main character. It would really suck if the main character sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Monkey
Yeah,
butt,
but
you
it
know?
happens.
It does. It totally does. Yeah. It's sad. And then you got Jared, of course, after the beginning.
I would like
Because-
to say Jared at like the last third. No,
Yeah.
not even. No. Maybe a little less than that. It's
Yeah,
very
well-
late when Jared becomes likable
Yeah,
in
Yeah.
any shape or form.
yeah.
It's sad, but it's true.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, communication. That's all I have to say about that right now.
Oh my
Then we
God.
have Tate's dad.
Yay!
MVP. MVP.
He's just worried about his daughter.
And
Oh,
he's
I-
hardly in
He
the book.
probably is the greatest
got the
character in the
grandma,
book.
Forgot about
too.
Tate- yeah, Tate's grandma.
Yeah,
The grandma. No, wait. The grandma is everything.
She's so nice.
She was such
I
a
love her.
therapist for Tate, honestly. Like,
I know. She's like,
She might be my favorite
Yeah,
character.
like,
I know.
I
Hold
really
on,
liked her.
Let me see. I'm just gonna put grandma.
Are you writing it
Oh,
in?
I am typing it in.
I can't.
I don't think it will
update
come up.
That's okay. That's okay. Just pretend it's there.
For future
It's there.
knowledge,
You know,
even though
I
it won't
can't
be
do
there
this,
anymore.
actually. I can't fix it though. Actually,
That's okay. It's okay.
Hold on.
You can
yeah. Hold on.
with magic.
I can with me.
With magic. Oh, we're in the
I'm
void.
really
I
looking.
know.
Oh, we are in the void.
Okay,
I'm really
there we go.
looking
It's there
forward
now.
to that
Ta-da!
least favorite character slide. Really looking forward to
Oh,
that.
yeah. Honestly, everybody should be.
Yeah,
The entire book.
yeah.
Grandma.
Grandma.
Least favorite. On to the least
Oh,
favorite.
no.
Boo! Get off the screen.
Boo!
Boo,
Boo,
Let's
you
screen.
stink.
Yeah. See, this is why it's almost like poop colored. You know?
I hate you all. Wow, it took me a hot second to remember who Piper was. I just stared at the name going, who?
Is a beep 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 beep.
B-I-T-C-H. B-I-T-C-H.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. Like, you know.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Hold on, I got. I don't have it. Darn it.
It's okay.
What are you gonna
Anyways,
pull up?
worst characters.
Worst characters, yes. Piper. Screw her, honestly.
Yeah, no, she's
Let's-
not a good.
Nate
Person.
also out with
Oh
him.
my gosh, get him
Burn
out of
him
here.
with fire.
Worse than that.
Burn him with fire.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I would happily take
he's
Maddox
probably
over
the worst.
this guy.
Yeah.
He is probably the worst character in the book.
Yeah.
100%.
Well,
Total D-bag.
Well, you're right. There are
yeah, I
a
was
lot
about-
of bad
but
characters
look
in
at
this
the name
book.
below
but-
him. Look at the name below him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Burn him with fire. Just burn this whole slide with fire.
Yeah.
Garbage fire.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you could probably also add a few more people, but like there are some
add the
more
entire
redeemable
book.
qualities. Yeah.
Yeah.
In other people.
Yeah. That's fair.
I feel
That's
really like,
fair,
do they
yeah.
hate the book that much? No, guys, please. You don't have to.
No, it's actually a pretty good book.
Yeah, it's a good book.
I just get those
But it is
hard-hitting
called
ones
Bully,
that
I
have,
mean-
have
Bully.
you know, those hard-hitting, emotional, intense
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
Oh, yeah, it hit hard. I had to like have a like I remember y'all. This is a story real quick. I'm gonna tell. So I was reading this book in a car on the car ride to go see my great aunt and great uncle one night, and
Oh no.
I was like towards the beginning of the book, and I got up to like chapter 13, and that was when I was texting you guys how my brain was just like
What was
not-
chapter 13?
chapter 16, and my brain was
16?
yeah, like I got up to there, and like that's when a lot of like the extreme stuff was happening at the time, and I
Oh, yeah.
I'm not used to like reading such like I was like literally in a dark my brain was in such a dark spot in that moment after reading that. I was like, oh god. Cause like I was feeling all of Tate's feels. It's like this is and I'm going to see my family, and I was just like blanked out for most of the interaction with them. Just thinking about
like-
what I just read. It was
Yeah,
rough.
it's
sorry, tapped out.
It was rough.
a difficult
Yeah.
one.
I was like,
So
I
you
have
get
to get
through
through
it.
this.
I have, yes, no, I have thoughts about that, but later.
And it got better though. Thank God. I was like, okay.
You're like, screw Madison. This is
No.
awful. You're like, I'm out of here.
Now, like this.
Get
this
me
affected
outta
me in,
here.
Like a not like an emotional like how November 9th or like maybe someday did. This was different.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was definitely a
think-
different kind of emotion, but like you do love your emotional books.
Yeah. Just wait.
You love to make us feel.
Yeah.
Just
We
wait.
hate feeling. Bring on the death and murder from our other books.
I got you, mate. Wait.
Yeah.
Just you
no, I think we're
wait.
in the clear.
Just
for now.
you wait.
For now,
I know. I have a
princess.
few that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be crazy.
All right. Should I go on to the next
Anyway.
slide? Should we get out of this?
Yes,
trash
yeah.
talk?
Yes.
All right.
Get out. Get out.
All
Get
right,
out of this
ladies
trash.
and gentlemen, we have reached that point of the stream. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! If you have not read this book and you are intrigued after our
Are hating on it?
you're feel free to tune out now to go read it and then come watch the VOD later. Or join us in being completely confused, or if you have already read it, you want to hear our thoughts, continue to please stay in support. Thank you. Alright, moving on.
Thank
You've been
you.
warned.
Thank you. We're terrible people.
Thank you. Next. Thank you.
Hey,
Okay. Now it's time for the summary.
give
Are
it to
y'all-
us.
Okay.
Aw, I was leaving
So,
my-
here we go. Bully starts with our protagonist. Look, there's the word. I found it. Tatum Brand at a party that she had only attended because she would soon be leaving for France. That's how far she's going away, you know, to get away from this guy. It is revealed that Tate has been bullied all through high school by her neighbor and former best friend, Jared Trent. Jared and his friends get one last prank in on her before she leaves, and I can't remember what exactly that one was.
It was the
Now
They
that
throw
I'm-
her keys in the pool and then she jumps in.
Yeah,
and
okay,
she's
and
wearing a
yeah.
white top.
Yeah, you know,
Why-
maybe, no, never, I'm never
Bro,
going out with a
hello?
white. Yeah, never, no. Hopefully it wasn't
Okay,
bright
thank you,
pink.
Sleepless.
Oh, goodbye!
Go babble.
Fast forward to a year later, and Tate returns for her senior year of high school, vowing to not let Jared and his friends get to her and to fight back. Jared has come to the conclusion to not bully her, and it makes her year a different experience. Slightly. But, you know, I mean, it's still there. She's still, you know, dealing with all that. We followed Tate and Jared through the fall of their senior year through the high school drama that obviously follows. Tate is still working through her bullying and is forced to dive right into it, reliving it all with events unfolding. The details of their friendship, fallout, and aftermath are all revealed.
Nice summary, Madison.
Wow.
I got it
Beautiful
off
summary.
the internet, not gonna lie.
Nice,
Um,
nice.
I
As
was
you
like,
should.
This is very, like, professional.
They did
Madison
very
really
good.
said, "I'm not writing this."
Listen, I was like, how do I freaking put this into a small summary?
Me and Moon over here, like, challenging
Let me
ourselves,
look.
like, how do we summarize a book?
Yeah, I think we write them.
Yeah, we write them.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all do great.
Honestly, fair enough. I might get lazy
Yeah.
too and start doing that.
Yeah.
Actually, no,
You know.
I really like the books that I choose, so I actually enjoy
Yeah.
summarizing.
Oh, yeah.
I will probably, I think this was just like a...
Paraphrase.
One
This was a
time.
weird one. This was a weird
This
one.
was it was a weird one. I'm like, how do you cover everything that went down?
Yeah, it's like
just a
so
lot.
much happened, but at the same time, nothing
Here, I
happened.
got you. Bully, angst, makeup, secrets revealed, angst. Done.
Sex.
Mm,
So-
And
bravo,
then-
bravo. Applause,
Sorry.
applause. Angst. What'd you say? Do I want to know, actually?
It's fine.
Wait, what did
Come on.
you just say?
She added another thing to my list there.
I didn't hear what it was.
Can you take a guess as to what it was?
I don't know if I want to guess.
Yeah.
Okay. You
It's
can
fine.
Go back and watch the
I'm sure you
pod.
can-
don't know what she
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
Really,
Anyway.
guys?
Sex.
Okay, that's what I thought you were gonna.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Yeah.
Glad
Yeah.
Oh my
okay.
god. Okay. Cover.
What?
Sir. Shirt, sir.
What?
I bet. I
What?
bet the
Oh
next
yeah.
shirt.
Oh, whoa.
You'll get cold. Wear a shirt.
No, take it off.
Okay, see,
Anyway,
I was just reading another book.
Sorry.
That was also. I was reading
Yeah,
another
I can
book.
still say it. I'll say Nick's face.
I'll do it now.
Wouldn't that be something
He's
you
at
wanna
work.
say to
I
your
can't.
husband? No.
Aw, dang. Call him. On the phone.
Hey, I say it to him too. He won't.
Okay.
Brilliant. Okay, anyway, go.
Turn around. Anyway, he does. Anyway. Yes. So these are the books in the series. You have Bully, Until You, Rival, and Falling Away. I have read none of them. So, but I'm sure it gives more insight into. I think each book is a different character, a little more insight into them and their relationships. So I think that's pretty cool.
I want to question who was the first author who thought, what if I put a shirtless guy on my cover? That's gonna be a trend.
I don't know, but they're genius.
Yeah, honestly, because they took that like.
I don't know. I'm getting a
Work
little
that's
uncomfortable by
based-
book 2. At this point, I'm just like, bro, can you please like step onto this?
There
side?
are
don't know.
there
It's a nice
are
one.
some that I'm like, maybe you should put a shirt on.
Yeah, but this one's.
There
this
are also
one, I think,
others
is
that you
fine.
land on and you're like, whoo, definitely don't put a shirt on.
Yeah,
Gonna-
I mean, this one is a nice. This is not like. I don't know. Some of it's too much. This is like, Anyway,
Sorry, no,
so-
because I looked up what all the books were except for the last one and like whose story it was. Hold
yeah,
on.
I think.
Oh. Okay, so Until You is Jared's story.
Yeah.
And it starts
Jared's?
right after. Yeah.
Oh,
And it starts right after Tate's speech.
Yeah. Which, oh my god,
And then-
I can't wait to talk about that.
oh, like his
and
point
then-
of view. Okay.
Yeah. And then Rival is Maddox.
Maddox and some girl named Fallon.
Again,
I love the name Fallon. Who?
We know.
We know.
And then
Yeah.
ready? Falling Away is Casey's story.
Yeah. Which,
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's not
And
with-
it's not with
yeah, with
no.
Liam anymore.
It's someone
Well,
else.
you know what? That's fun. He
Yeah.
was a.
I like how we never brought up Liam, even though he's technically a side character too, but not. We're just like.
Well,
whatever.
listen,
He's
he cheated,
so
and that's-
irrelevant.
Yeah, he is, honestly.
Write him off in my books.
Alright.
Oh, no.
Should I go to the next slide?
Yeah, we got us some quotes up in here.
Alright, what you
We
got for
do.
us?
I just found random quotes, and I was like,
I forgot we
I'm
were
gonna
doing
do-
quotes.
We always do quotes.
Yeah.
No, we
Okay.
don't.
Yeah, we do.
So we have,
You started
isn't it?
We've always
I
done
don't.
this.
Yeah, I think we started it because I liked a bunch of quotes.
We,
Oh,
in our first
I've never
stream
done it.
since now, we've done quotes, man.
I've never done it.
I'm
That's
gonna go
fine.
back to your streams and look and see.
Bet.
How dare you?
So we have, isn't it about time you fought back?
When we all actually liked Casey.
Yeah, I know. The one good line she had, everything else.
Here's the
Literally.
second one. That's good as well.
She gave me a sad smile and did what good friends do. Gave me a second slice of cake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, one good action she had in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday lasts forever. Tomorrow comes never. Until you.
Oh, that is a great one.
You've made me cry countless times. I raised my middle finger to him slowly and asked, "Do you know what this is?" I took my middle finger and patted the corner of my eye with it. It's me, wiping away the last tear you'll ever get.
I really enjoyed those
Oh, yeah.
moments.
Yeah, I was like, go take.
Yes, you were
off,
like, go
honey.
off.
I'm like, let him have it.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have, you were my tempest, my thundercloud, my tree in the downpour. I loved all those things and I loved you. But now you're an effing drought. I thought that all the a-holes drove German cars, but it turns out that pricks and Mustangs can still leave scars.
Oh,
No,
I mean, that was a pretty
Oh.
good, like, little metaphor that you got up there.
Oh yeah.
no, it's really cool.
Really good.
Yeah,
That
I
was
was like-
so
Mhm.
beautifully written.
It was. I really liked that.
The metaphors were real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
spitting bars.
She was.
Imagine a high school student actually coming up with that speech.
Yeah.
Heck no.
Yeah, we all know she got that offline.
Yeah.
And she was like, I've been waiting for this moment. No, I'm just kidding.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Yes.
I mean, I know I do that,
The
but
lamb's hands on desk.
yeah. Letting yourself be vulnerable isn't always a weakness. Sometimes it can be a conscious decision to draw the other person out.
Yeah, grandma. Go, grandma.
Yeah.
Grandma.
Woo. Go, grandma.
He smiled
so
to
weird.
Yeah, I know. He smiled to himself because she made you, and he wrapped his skinny arm around my neck and yanked me into his side. You're the best friend I've ever had, and I wanted to tell her thank you.
Aw.
Why'd you say skinny like that?
Kitty.
I love
His
that quote.
skinny
That's so
arm.
cute.
I know.
That
That's
is very
like
cute.
before he became a douchebag.
I
And then,
know.
you know. I love you more than myself, more than my own family. For Christ's sake, I don't want to take another step in this world without you next to me.
Oh.
Saying more than my own family is a bit.
Yeah, that was a little much, but
Yeah.
Well, you can see where it's coming from for him.
Yeah.
this is, I mean, it doesn't take much
But
because his family kind of
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
his brother.
Well, yeah.
oh yeah, his brother.
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't we add his brother? His non-existent
Oh,
brother in this
well,
thing. We should
I
have
guess-
added him to the list.
I guess we didn't
Wait,
really
what's the
know
name of
much
his
about
brother?
him.
What's the name of his brother?
I don't even think we have a
It starts
name.
with a
No,
J
no,
too.
we do.
No,
No,
no.
it's Jackson. Jackson.
Wait, is it?
Okay,
Jack-
guys.
Jackson.
Isn't Jackson the
Guys.
name of the guy that is in the book of Casey?
That's what I thought
Yes.
of when I read it. When I read the back of it, I thought of that.
God.
Wait, snap. Hold up. Wait, no, because that means they're all related then.
Ooh. Maybe we'll see bits and pieces of
Things
Tate
work out
and
better.
Jared and
Things work out
them,
better.
Probably like.
or them just broken
There
up
is
and
another
you know.
book with Tate and Jared.
What?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's
Oh,
from his
yeah.
perspective.
No, I didn't want to read that one.
Yeah, I didn't want.
I didn't
want to
read that one either.
I was scared. I
What?
was like, don't ruin this.
Like
Are you?
that one, I didn't want to read that one. That one scared
I like
me.
read the first few pages and I literally had to skim over it because I'm like, ooh, okay, Jared's somehow worse in his own book.
no.
Oh
not
no,
that
I'm not talking about that
Not
one.
that
No,
one.
no.
Oh wait,
When-
which one?
It's almost like a sequel.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
like
oh,
them
oh, oh.
like after high school.
I didn't put it on here.
It's
College?
after high school.
It's like he basically becomes like this big
Oh, no.
race star on the thing, and she's like, I'm
Oh, no.
also a girl driver, you know, and he's not gonna know who he came back to or something like that.
Yeah, it's like our jobs are taking us away in our careers. And it's like, are we really on the same page anymore?
I
And
like
I'm
how you
just
both
like,
got really dramatic.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, bro, like I don't want to deal with this after you guys spent an entire book
Yeah.
like pining and
Yeah.
dying.
After all the angst we
after
deserve
all the angst we went through, we deserve fluff.
nice-
We deserve
yeah.
so much fluff. Not this
exactly.
again. Alright.
Exactly. Can't do it again.
Can't do
Okay.
Anyway,
Then we
Not
have
again.
questions, comments, concerns.
I have many questions, comments, and concerns.
So I have
Well,
so many concerns.
Well, I'm
the
not
concerns
talking
are
to
real.
you. I'm talking to our audience. If they have any,
I think our audience is checked out for tonight.
they're like,
It's okay.
I'm so confused about this conversation. I don't know where to go.
Alright, we'll move on to
Reminder. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Join the Discord, which the link is in the description. Follow us on Twitter at TTalkTimeYT. And like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss one of our crazy, chaotic streams.
Woo!
What a professional streamer.
Thank you. I stream once every 7 months. My hair's in a
every
ponytail, but I
7
like pretended to,
Did
you know.
like,
Yeah.
toss it?
I actually did pretend to, you know.
As you should.
Alright. Also, yo, ponytail buddies, let's go.
Mine's in a bun right now, so I'll leave.
Alright.
Updo buddies.
Updo buddies. Alright, let's go to the ranting room. Hold on.
Random
Oh
ranting.
no.
Oh, perfect. We're set on it right away. Awesome. Alright, I can exit out of this slide.
Yeah, get me out of this.
Okay.
Get me out of that.
Let us
Should
out.
I keep the music on while we rant, or should I turn it off?
Yeah, just
Nah,
keep it
keep
up.
the music.
Okay,
Keep the
okay,
music.
just ask me, just ask
I've got the music.
me. Alright, Madison, since you're
Where do you want to start?
Yeah, like,
There's so many
Man.
places to start.
Yeah. I mean, let's start from the beginning. Okay?
Okay.
So, what were your guys' thoughts going into this?
how far in the beginning?
Going
are we
into it?
I mean, the beginning. You're starting to read this. You're getting into chapter 13, 15, 16, 17,
Okay.
all those. Because I know Wolves, you were kind of giving us your
I
play-by-play.
kinda, like, yeah.
But go into more depth now that we can rant.
I'll let
We can kinda
I'll let
build
Moon
off
take the
that.
stage and then I'll-
Me?
yeah.
Oh, I'm starting? Okay. Well, I didn't know I was starting. Well, okay, I did text this to both of you, but so everyone else on our stream knows, this is probably, out of the three of us, I'm probably the one most likely to pick up a book like this normally. Not for the bully romance part. I hate bully romances. Sorry, Madison. But like this kind of genre, I would have totally picked up on my own. That being said, I was like, okay, like kind of engaged in the beginning. I was like, okay, we're setting the scene, and like I got that it ramped up, but I was kind of bored. I felt like the bullying aspect kind of went on for too long, and at the same time, like I feel like everyone else was bullying her, and Jared was kind of just there.
Yeah.
So I got a little bored, and I was like, okay, let's stop being a jerk. Let's get a little bit more, like, can you give us some more hints on your backstory? I feel like we got so few hints in the first, like, half about, like, what happened, why this may have happened, like, anything, like, that could have, like, it all felt very second half of the book that came in. And so the first, like, I get it. The book is quite literally called Bully. So they have to show bullying. But at the same time, could we get some more depth a little bit? That's just me, maybe, but anyway.
I feel like with what you said, like the bullying did go on for so long, and like I said in that like summary or whatever, it's almost like he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stop bullying her now because of like, you know, he came to almost a realization of why he was doing it, and he was like, I'm gonna stop bullying her, but everybody else, whatever, keep on.
Yeah,
I don't really care. I'm, you know, indifferent. I'm just kind of here vibing, and
which
you're just
is a little weird.
Yeah, I'm like, you think he'd at least make a 360 and be like, oh, you know, actually nobody.
I feel like there was
bullying
no
her.
change in him. it was
Yeah.
kind of just he decided to not participate,
Yeah.
but there was also like no reason for him to do that.
Yeah, he just
Like
kind of
he didn't give any indication as to like there were, as much as I don't want to read his perspective on things, there were moments when I thought it actually would have been very useful if this was a dual perspective.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
And it
for
did
sure.
switch over to his perspective on like what something that happened, because I think that would have like brought to light more of like maybe his struggles and not made him seem like such a jerk for so much of the book,
Oh, yeah.
kind of making
Yeah.
you question where it's going.
Yeah, I agree that and that's why I want to read his point of view too, because I'm like, I wonder what he thought during this, and maybe he was kind of giving backstory on his own.
Well, okay, so I read like the first little bit just because it was at the end of my book, and like it starts after her speech, and like he's after her speech in the classroom when she's like, I'm basically letting you go.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like
Which
it
wow.
was yeah, so like one, you don't see a lot of beforehand, but also like it's intense. Like if you thought like him like Tate's perspective of him expressing his hate was bad, like him inside his head expressing his hate is like kind of disturbing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know how fast we got from the moment of the beginning of that, if those were his thoughts, to him being so in love with her, because it almost makes him look obsessive instead of...
I know he is.
He is,
Yeah.
but, like, I feel like it comes off better in this book of, like, he was always in love with her, whereas the other one, it doesn't come off as, like, he was doing this out of jealousy as much as it's, like... He wants
was
to
just-
own her.
Own her, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
So,
that's
Yeah.
me.
my
me.
thoughts. So, the first chapter, I'm being real. I agree. There should have been more of the. Obviously, it's not okay to bully, but there should have been more of the bully aspect from Jared himself. Like,
I don't. Does he really do anything?
so
I think
like,
he
Even,
just
like-
kind of antagonizes it, really. Like he's just like,
Like
oh,
even
yeah.
that first thing, like
the
before
only
she
thing he's
leaves,
done is,
he
like,
doesn't do
he's-
that.
He spread the rumors. He like kept guys away
The
from
rumors,
her,
yeah.
and like
Mhm.
he goes to every one of her parties and does these small like childish pranks to make her feel miserable about her day.
But at the same time, does he do them? Because it really looks like everyone else was in on it, and he was just there watching.
Well, he was the mastermind behind it. He told them to do it.
Yeah,
he
I
probably was just like, "This is what her key looks like," and then sat there.
Yeah, like he
Yeah.
doesn't really. He like gets his lackeys to do it. He himself just watches.
Oh, I have another complaint. Sorry, keep going.
So, like, the only type of thing I honestly got nervous when this happened, was when honestly. So, guys, there's a lot of crimes that happen in this book.
There's so many crimes.
Like,
so many.
First thing I literally messaged these two was, I finished the book. I'd like to report a crime.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's
like
so
5.
funny.
And then Wolves messaged back a list
Yeah.
of crimes in this book.
So
I'm not gonna
true,
go
and I
over
didn't
that
even
entire
think
list,
about
but
that.
One of them was property
There's so many
damage.
crimes in this book.
So at one point, Jared is having a party next door because, by the way, Jared and Tatum.
Oh my
are neighbors.
gosh, I forgot about that.
And like this happened before, where she went to his party to ask him to turn the noise down, and she ended up like doing a fake cop out where she like was like cops, and everyone ran off. But the second time around, she was so mad, and she was like, "All right, I'm gonna fight back now." She grabbed her bolt cutters, I think they were, and literally cut his electricity, which AKA property damage. And
Well, actually,
then-
no. I think she cut the lock on the box, and
Yeah,
then I think
yeah,
she
and-
flips
and
the
it-
switches off. So she doesn't actually
Well,
damage
she-
well,
the
she's
electricity,
Still, she's
She,
still,
she
but she
replaced
damages
it.
property.
she damages the lock.
How does she replace it?
She has another one. She
Did she?
she went to the garage and got another one. Yeah, she grabbed
thought
the
she
lock
just grabbed the
and she
I
grabbed the
bolt
pliers
cutters.
and she boom, and she clicked it and then there it went.
Huh.
And then she replaced it.
I didn't remember her replacing it.
I don't think she grabs another lock.
Yeah,
I think
No,
she
no.
replaces it with the old
Yeah.
lock.
No. Like she literally said it in the.
What chapter was that?
Why don't I grab? Why don't?
Yeah, I know, I'm gonna-
Look.
It's all the way in the other room, and I know Winnie would bark at me.
Hold on, I have the
So
book in front of me. Which chapter was it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that one.
Chapter 9. I just accidentally found it.
Oh, chapter 9. Let's see.
Okay. Grabbing big bolt cutters from the bottom drawer. I'm maneuvering with another. Oh yeah, I picked a padlock out of the.
Yep.
Out of the
Oh.
three
She
options,
just had
she
a-
does pick up a padlock. You're right.
She just had a spare padlock.
Okay, but
like
she still
Okay.
commits property damage by ruining his.
Yeah, no,
window.
it's still a crime.
It's still
It's
yeah,
still
it
a
is.
crime.
It is, but she does replace it. Like
I mean, it's a
She
really
does
well
replace it.
covered up crime, but like.
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, not really. He knows exactly what happened.
So here's what my problem was: is what happened after. So I personally.
Oh yeah,
I personally.
more
wasn't-
crimes.
I wasn't really personally that fearful of Jared, considering he just didn't really do much besides just stand there looking intimidating and just would do these childish pranks. It wasn't until he entered her house running after
Oh,
her,
yeah.
and she grabbed a
Yeah,
bat. I was genuinely scared for her in that moment. Because I don't know anything
The fact
about this
that he
guy.
broke
Yeah.
into her house
Like, well,
is
he had a
terrifying.
key, but
He had
Yeah.
a key, but like, you don't use someone's house key in the
Yeah.
middle of the night.
Yeah.
That's
So, like-
scary.
it is.
Revenge at him, you know.
Yeah, no, that was. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Doesn't matter,
that-
okay.
I hate that's around the chapter that made me feel really. That's what it set me off in that really downward spiral. Was made me really uncomfortable because I was genuinely afraid for her. Because like I was like, oh girl.
Yeah,
go get
no,
your
I
gun.
agree.
I was like so scared for her.
I think that is the turning point of like, I get like this book is supposed to be like, oh, he's the bad guy, but like also at the same time, it should have been building him up
Yeah.
so that when they do get together, it's better. But like that chapter really
Yeah. I
dips,
was
like he takes a
don't
turn
want
for
them
the
to end up
worse, and you're like,
together
how
after
is he
that.
gonna get
Like,
out of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that, I was like, how are they gonna redeem him after that? That like, I mean, he didn't really do much to her,
didn't-
but that was scary. Like,
Yeah.
It's scary.
like.
To think that he would have just abused that. Like his
He could have
Yeah.
abused that.
Could've.
Yeah.
I think
also-
it's just the fact that he had that power.
I can't remember.
Like
that
technically, he had that power with her.
confrontation. Like, I can't remember if he ever. Like, I don't think he ever goes too far with her boundaries, though. I don't know if he grabs her. He probably does, but he doesn't go like.
He doesn't touch her,
He
but like
doesn't
he also
touch her.
breaks into the girl's locker room when she's in
Yeah,
a towel and then
that
like
was-
crowds her space.
I
That was
forgot about
also
that.
really
I blocked it out of
uncomfortable.
my memory. Oh my god, I forgot about that entire.
That's like
chapter.
one of the first incidents that happened.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my.
And,
and
god.
then
like-
everybody was sitting there thinking that they had done stuff.
Yeah, and it's like.
They're
like,
Which like I
oh,
think is the
okay,
dumbest thing. Like,
first-
okay, what could
Which-
they have done in the time
Why
they
did
left?
she
and
get
got
in
back?
trouble for that and not him?
Literally.
Yeah, no, he should have gotten in trouble.
Oh, okay.
Boy entered
Can
the
I
locker
just?
room.
I have a rant,
Yes.
which kind of stems from this. Okay, based on that, like Jared never gets in trouble, and everyone's like, like worshiping him. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Like it is literally never explained why everyone
What
is
has he
like
done?
so obsessed
What
with
has
him.
he done
Yes.
for everybody?
He's not like a sports guy, so it's not like a whole like, oh, he's
Only
like
person who
the
stated
job.
Something that was done for them was Maddox. Maddox like, yeah, he did this for me, and that's why, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
But like,
What about
yes, he's scary and intimidating, but like, the amount of power that he commands is not solely based on him being scary and intimidating. Like, there has to be something else
Yeah.
there.
I mean, I guess he's just good looking, and the people are like, "Yep, that's
Yes,
what does
but
it."
like, there's so like he gets away with so many
Yeah.
crimes.
Oh, he does. and
Like,
it's-
there
it's
has
like-
to be
it's like,
something
why?
else.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I thought of that the other night and I got really annoyed because I was like, it's literally never explained. Like, I feel like maybe if there was a reason, like, I could see maybe some of those instances having more sense, even as uncomfortable as they were. But there's just not.
So here's my
Yeah.
thought. So this is my original thought before I went into that little ramble. Was I agree there should have been more bullying on his part. We're gonna ignore the amount of times he invaded her space in an uncomfortable way.
Yeah.
Because that's not
that was
bullying.
uncomfy.
That's just being really like, oh my god, scary. Like there's a line
Yeah,
between
it's
being scary
bordering.
and it being bullying. You know, like there is like
Yeah.
there's a line. So I think it would have been better if like we already knew why like he was bullying her. Like
Mhm.
if the book started out like her explaining like, oh, this happened when we were little and that's why he hates me now, and like nothing I can do will fix it, or something like that. Now he's just bullying me, and then proceed to go through this long like I think it would have been better if it was a cat and mouse game, personally. If it turned into that. Because that's what the
What do
book
you
was
mean?
trying, like, so they were trying to have her fight back, right?
Yeah.
To fight back. I would have liked it if it originally was already like that. Like, they both were trying to just hurt each other. Well, not, like, hurt each other. But they were just so mad about what happened in the past that this is the only way that in their heads they can stay connected to each other is through this bullying. And with each other. And so they just kept doing it. And then something happens. And they start to become closer. And they start to realize what they're doing is stupid.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
I think that would have been so much better.
I think that's what, like, because Jared mentioned that, like, how he didn't want to, like, let her go, but that's why he did the bullying, because he was, like, he had to take it out on someone, but he also didn't want to lose her. And I'm like, well, first of all, you could have lost her anyway. Second of all, I mean, like, I feel like that could have been their purpose with that, and they just didn't.
I think it would have been better if they both felt like that. If they both felt like that, and both of them were like she also felt the same, where it's like, I hate his guts for what happened, but I also don't want to lose him. He felt that way. So then they're both like trying to bully each other, but both of them don't want to leave. Because she genuinely wants to leave. She's out of there. She went to France. But if both of them had that mindset, if they both don't want to leave, then it would...
She's almost too passive.
Yeah. Like, she...
And, like, the whole book is her, like, being like, slowly turning into bullying, being like, I don't like this side of me. But it's also like, girl, you need to defend yourself somehow, also, though. Because, like, Casey, what is happening to you is not okay.
And then Casey's like, nah. And then, Casey.
That was, her originally being like, you have to fight back. And then as soon as she starts fighting back, being like, what are you doing? You're like, what do you mean, what are you doing? She's fighting back.
Jared. She's, like, over there getting with Jared. And I'm
that
like,
was weird.
I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, this dude has been bullying your best friend.
Yeah.
That is the probably most illogical plot point in this entire book. Yeah. It had no purpose. It didn't drive their relationship. It didn't drive her relationship. Like, it didn't drive Casey's relationship. It didn't drive the relationship between Jared and her.
The only reason Casey did that is to get Liam to get angry.
But he's so irrelevant that it doesn't matter.
He really didn't, though. Like, it did nothing to even help that relationship.
Yeah.
And that was Casey's reasoning, though. And I was just like, bro.
Oh my gosh. And then, like, the fight between Casey and Tate, where it's like, I can't believe you're doing this. And then they laugh, like, 2 pages later, and you're like, what? Hold up. Pause. This is not okay. He's not an okay person.
Yeah.
You, like, I get she's your best friend, and you're trying to be, like, forgiving and all that jazz, but, like, she's lied to you about this, is sticking up for a guy who is bullying you.
Yeah,
like, is going out with him now, and is like, yeah, no.
If they were a best friend, they wouldn't gone that far. If I were that best friend and I was stuck in that situation, I would have, like, tried to get info from the guy, like, why are you bullying my friend? Like, I wouldn't go so far as to date them to get it out of them. I would just, like, try to be like, oh, I know what's going on, you know? Like, I won't tell her if you don't want me to, but, like, I just want to know what's going on. Maybe I can nudge in the right direction. Yeah. Like, be like a double agent, but don't hurt your friend doing it.
Yeah, no, it was so selfish.
It was.
Like, there was, like, as soon as, like, that hit, it was almost like Casey was basically not redeemable at that point. Like, there's no point for her to do that except for her own gain.
Yeah, I liked her in the beginning, too. I was like, oh, best friend.
He was such a cool character in the beginning. You're like, okay, cool, we have, like, that token character who's always gonna stick with the best friend, you know, like, even when they try to break them up, and then they try to break them up, and she's so willing, it's not even funny.
Yeah, and the fact that I just could not get over the fact that she just, like, went and, like, dated this bully that was bullying her best friend, and then she's like, well, like, why? Like, what do you mean why? You have plenty of reasons. First of all, like, ABC, I mean, let me just give me all day, and I'll list all the reasons.
Let me pull up the list of crimes he's committed against me.
Like, literally made me feel like crap. Is that not enough? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's some kind of girl code. Yeah. But, not only that, like, during the end, where this whole thing with Piper and stuff is going down, Like, what the heck?
Where's
Where is
Casey?
she?
Yeah.
It's like she's
Such a
never
good
mentioned
point.
again. She's never
Maddox
mentioned
is
again.
literally a better
Where is
friend
she?
to
Oh, yeah,
Tate
no,
than
okay.
Casey is.
Honestly.
Shift gears. Can we talk about
Like,
Maddox real
Which is,
quick?
oh my gosh, literally
I wanna talk about
such a
Maddox.
morally gray character.
I really want to talk about Maddox.
Can we
Yes.
erase Maddox from the first half of the book and only
Yeah,
have a second
really?
half of the book
Oh, yeah.
Maddox? Because
When
he's so
like,
great
worried
in the
about
second
him,
half.
and he's like, "What did Jared do this time? Like, what did he like? This is
Oh my
too
gosh,
far."
literally.
Do you guys remember me messaging you how much I hated him, and then later I'm like, guys, wait, I think I might change. Like the
Yeah.
instant turnaround.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So okay, so Maddox is Jared's best friend, who was mainly he was actually the main guy, really.
I would say
bullying
he's the
Tate.
main bully.
Yeah, he was the main bullying Tate. Jared just told him to do this, and he's like, all right, dude, I got you. And
But he
yeah.
also went beyond what Jared
yeah.
said.
So
Because
that's also
he said he was
stated.
trying to pull emotion from Jared because he was like, "Oh, I knew there's something like there." I'm like, "Well,
Which-
that's not a good way." Like I can,
Yeah, like
I
you can
can-
go about that in healthier ways.
like I get the point, but like, can you do it a different
You
way?
not?
Like, can you like figure out a better way to do that? That's not bullying someone.
yeah,
Yeah. And then he takes it too far in this book.
he basically
Oh,
He commits some crimes.
almost- Like, am I allowed to say the term? I feel like I should.
Yes.
Okay. He basically almost sexually assaults Tate. Like, it's.
I would say he sexually harasses her.
Thank you, not assault. Thank you. Sexually harasses.
Yeah.
And it's not okay. Thankfully, our
It's
our
not
girl,
okay.
Our girl needs him. Thankfully,
Yes.
She
Oh my
punches him in the
gosh.
nose, she knees him.
Okay,
She beats him up.
I'd like to come back to that. But okay, then the fact that like she was then worried about getting in trouble,
Yeah. Right.
I was like, hold up, pause. He was in the wrong.
Yeah.
Like you can get him.
The
I don't-
entire
you can call the
cafeteria
cops on him.
saw.
I mean,
The entire cafeteria saw. You were in the right
Yeah.
for doing that. Like, if
You were
everybody
literally
in the
defending
school
yourself.
thinks that Tate should have been in trouble, they're a messed up school. Like,
it is kind of a messed up school.
yeah, it is.
I mean,
Honestly.
it really is. Yeah.
Because like that's not the only time when people think that it's okay
Oh, yeah.
for
Like,
something
even
like
even the
that to
coach
happen.
thought it was not Casey. It was Tate's fault for Jared being in the girls' locker room. Like,
Yeah,
there's
like
a boy in the
how
girls'
is that
locker room.
the-
That should
yeah.
be your priority, not like why he's. It's not why he's there. It's he's there and he should get out.
Mm-hmm.
Reasoning
and the
beating
fact
out.
that the girl had to explain it and then it was like, don't tell anyone.
Right.
You're like, what? No, you shouldn't have to explain it at all.
Yeah.
One, Tate should just be able to tell the truth and she should be believed
Yeah.
because she is in a towel in the locker room
Yeah.
Minding
against
her
the
own
wall.
business.
and not looking happy. There isn't, like, she's not looking happy at Jared right now. Like, it's obviously an intimidation thing.
Ooh, I just thought
Well,
of a
I
way
think-
for that situation. Okay,
yeah.
if Tate was a really mean bully, this is this is like a really dirty thing you could do. So, if like she somehow like, let's say Jared is like really, we'll make him dumb in this scenario, like he has no brain
Okay.
cells in this case, and Tate's the evil one. Say she somehow made him accidentally confront her in the girls' locker room, and he
Yeah,
didn't
no,
realize,
that would've
and then
been-
the girl showed up. And then she's like, she brought him there to lure him into a trap of like, oh, we got a boy in the girls' locker room, and he like almost just harassed me. Oh no! And like,
Yeah.
that's
See-
top tier bullying and strategy right there. And like, but this was just like not okay.
Yeah, but I think the way he was like had her cornered almost.
Yeah.
People couldn't see her face and see her reaction and see that it's like an unwanted like
But
thing.
also, every single person was in that room
Yeah.
before when he shouted everyone out except
And they
for
left.
Tate.
And they left.
And they
They're like,
left!
They're like, ooh, okay, sex time. That's like I guess that's what
Like,
they thought.
why? Yeah, that's obviously not where this is going. Everyone also, like, all knows their relationship.
If
It's
I was a
obviously
girl
not where
in
it's
that
going.
Locker room, I would have been like, "Oh no, buddy, you get out. You're not supposed to be here."
Yeah, no.
I was like, "Hell no!" I would have gone and beat him up. I don't care how strong you
Mm-hmm.
are. I'm gonna kick you where it hurts, buddy. Get out.
Okay, wait, hold up. I have a complaint.
Yes.
I have a dumb complaint. There are two characters who get need in this book, which, yes, go off, girl.
Yeah.
I'm kind of upset Jared didn't get need.
Yeah.
I gotta be real. I was kind of hoping for it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't
I
hurt the
The
goods.
only thing that happens that Tate does to him is
No,
slap him.
he
And he
should've-
deserves more than a slap.
And, like, that's a weird...
Yeah.
That was a weird moment, too.
It
like,
was a weird
the whole
moment.
slap of, like...
I would have Like,
was
she
like,
should've
why'd you
slapped
slap
a long
him?
time ago. And you know what's
Yeah.
even worse? Remember when she punches Maddox in the nose, and that's for like.
Yes, that was funny.
Yeah, that should have been to Jared's face. He's
It should have.
both of them, honestly. But like.
Yeah, no. She should have punched Maddox and then turned around and punched Jared.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair.
Like,
Okay, can I just... I'd also like to say that that opening scene, I think if that had been kind of like it as terms of like, this is kind of what the bullying is, I think I would have been satisfied with that. The
like,
fact that that's
harmless
like...
prank bullying type of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the fact that that's the opening scene, and then we continue to see basically the same pattern afterward.
It would have also been good if, like,
It's
at
a little
one point the
repetitive.
bullying
I would've-
went, like, the bullying was just this playful thing, and then one person took it too far, and that's when they do the turnaround.
Yeah, that should have been it.
Yeah, that should've been it.
But like, I also would have loved to, like, maybe instead of like just the year before she leaves for France, what if that scene had been the year that he or like the moment that he, like, the switch flipped and he started being mean
and
to
then
her.
when she comes
Like,
back,
that would have
he's,
been
like,
a cool
completely
opening
different
moment.
person. She's like, what? You hated me like a year ago, what happened? Like,
Yeah, it's just, it was a little too repetitive.
yeah, it was.
And I think the stakes kept getting higher.
Oh, yeah.
And like that, I think it went about it in a little bit of the wrong way of like the stakes kept getting higher and that's what triggered his change. But it wasn't like really until Nate, really,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
okay, let's
Well,
let's backtrack.
they kissed before.
Let's backtrack and talk about
No,
the
it's
progress.
Nate. Nate's the trigger.
Let's backtrack and talk about that. No, the trigger is that speech she gave.
True, you're right. Well, that's
He
the
said that
initial
it
trigger,
broke
and then
him,
they
yeah.
kiss,
Yeah.
and then like this whatever, and then like Nate,
And
like
then
that's
Nate,
the turning point.
So okay, let's talk about Kate, Tate's girl power moments for a minute. Let's bring some positivity.
Yeah,
back a little
okay.
bit. So, excuse me. Besides the kneeing of Maddox and the punching of Maddox, which both are
Poor
awesome
Maddox.
moments. Also,
Yeah, poor
I know
Maddox.
we talked shit
But
about
not, like,
Maddox,
not
but
poor
Poor
Maddox.
Maddox, but also he deserves it.
yeah, I know we talked shit about Maddox just now, but he is kind of quotation marks kind of redeemable, kind of.
If you ignore him for the first half of
Yeah.
the book, he's a great character in
Oh
the second.
yeah, no, like
Mhm.
if anybody, he is way more loyal than Casey.
He's probably
for
the most
real.
loyal character in this.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
more loyal than both Tate and Jared.
Like
Honestly, he's more loyal when he's even an
When he's a jerk.
a-hole.
yeah,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
at least he's there.
yeah. Also, I just this thought came to my head. If like we didn't have that after story of like Tate and Jared like after high school, I don't know what happens in that book, but if the off chance they do end up together permanently, like they're married and stuff and they have their own family, I would find it so endearing.
I hope they
if,
see a
like, they made
therapist.
Maddox like their godfather or something. It's so cute because like
You would have to be.
yeah, because like he's been loyal to Jared for so long. He's like his right hand man. It would be
Yeah.
cute. Anyway, sorry, that thought popped in my head, and I was like, aw, having like a
And they also need to see a therapist. But
oh yes,
Yeah.
every character in this book needs a therapist.
Everyone needs a therapist in
But
this book.
anyways,
True.
Tate. So Tate's badass moments. First off, just I do really appreciate that moment where the idea of like call the cops came to her mind, and she thought
I
of,
wanted
like,
her to call the cops.
yeah, like
Mhm.
for the party, like she,
Yeah.
like she called out cop.
I wanted her to do it.
Yeah, and like
No,
I
like
so
I
wish
wanted
she
her to
would've.
genuinely call the cops.
yeah.
Like the first party, I think. I feel like her shouting cops
Well,
was
didn't
like
she try calling the cops?
the first party she doesn't try. The second
Oh,
party
I
she
s-
does.
Oh, I swear she tried.
I think she
Yeah.
should have called the cops though.
'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
she
in the
definitely
second party,
should've.
The cops didn't even bother to show up, so like.
And they didn't bother to show up. I was like, yo, what?
So like.
But, like,
that's
Well, they
kinda
did, or they came late. I don't know.
I don't know. Anyways,
I
but-
couldn't tell why they came at that point. I
but
was like,
her-
was it for
her
breaking and
yelling
entering,
cops at
or
a teenage party is genius though. 'Cause
that was
every-
very smart.
Yeah, that was smart.
Mhm.
Like that was such a good loophole, and like, I love the inner thoughts of her feeling that rush of like, I just did something insane, but I won. Like I'm on top
Yeah.
now. Like I'm finally not crushed under a boot, and I just felt her joy in that moment. Like I won. Like you a-hole. Like take that. And
Yeah, true.
he seemed pissed off about it, But I was like so sad. I was so disappointed with his reactions to her finally being able to like win one up on him.
Yeah.
I was like, bro,
Yeah.
let me see this man crumble to the ground because of her after all he did to her.
He should have, like, I think he was a little impressed that she started pushing back, but it was almost like he was like, ah, finally, a challenge, instead of like, oh, maybe I'm messing up.
Now I have a reason to bully her more. She's actually fighting back for once, and I won't feel
Yeah.
like an absolute a-hole for doing this. Anyways, so
Yeah, true.
that just made me happy. And then another thing was, I kind of like that. I don't know what it is. I like that she sits in the tree in the rain. I love that about her character.
I loved that
Mhm.
moment too.
I love when she's just
And
in
like the whole
tree
tree thing in
rain.
general, I'm like,
Like she
The
just,
tree thing was so cool.
She just
I
loves
loved
standing
that.
in the rain, and honestly, I kind of feel I vibe with that. I'm like, yeah, girl,
Mhm.
it's a mood. I don't know why it is, but it is.
true. A little bit of
Agree.
risky.
But I'm gonna get to something else in a little bit after that. But another moment for Tate, I think, besides the kneeing of Maddox, which is just honestly still my top moment for dear love and Lord. I did love the initiative of cutting the power cables. However, that's a crime. Don't do that. Call the cops.
It's a crime.
It is a crime.
It was kind of so out of left field though. It was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
He
We're
went
doing
from
what
like
now?
I mean, to be fair, I
crying
kinda
and
saw it
doing this,
coming.
and then all of a sudden,
Honestly,
just
in that
You
moment,
did?
because I was sitting there like, what would I
Okay,
do
I
if
was
this
thinking like
pissed off?
speakers, maybe cutting like those. I was not thinking cutting the
The power.
power to the entire
Well,
house.
she would have had to find the speakers in the house, and that would have gotten.
he would have had to go into
Yeah,
the
she
house.
would've had
That's
to go
so
in there.
fair. Yeah.
Yeah, she would have had to do a lot more work when you could have just cut the power straight up. And honestly, yeah, like, you see, is it a different story if the box was already open with a switch just there? Because then someone could casually just flip it.
What do you mean?
Like, say she didn't have
just
to,
open.
like, say the
Yeah,
box
like
was
the box is already open?
Yeah. Is
Why
it
in
still
the
a
world
crime?
would it already be open?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, is it still a crime?
Like, maybe
Someone
it doesn't
else
have a
was
lock
pissed
on it.
off
Maybe
that
it's just one of
loud.
those.
The
Maybe
music
it's
was
one of those
loud.
electric boxes that doesn't have a lock. You can just open it.
I don't. I think like the crime of that is the fact that she broke the lock.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
talking
don't
about.
think
Like,
it's fully legal to do that, but like that could also, you could very easily pass it off as an accident.
Yeah, and plus, like, one of the part is
Like a drunk
one
accident.
Of the party
Yeah.
goers yeah. Anyways, but I don't know. I just really liked her taking the initiative doing that. I did not appreciate the crime, but in a book story in a
Crime is
fictional
not good.
setting, I was just like, yeah, girl, go cut the power. Like, honestly, if I were like trying to sleep late at night and that was next door to me, I would have been tempted to go cut the power too. Like,
Dude, I would have just kept calling the police.
Yeah.
I would
Get your
not.
booties
You get
over
one
here
complaint?
now.
Oh heck nah. I would keep calling
Yeah.
till they come.
Yeah. So, anyways, with that said, the next
Oh, no.
thing, I honestly, this wasn't in anybody's perspective, but this was a conversation that Tate overheard between Jared and Maddox. And
Yeah.
where Maddox brought up how, like, dude, like, I don't understand why you're so hard on Tate, bro. Like, did you see her the other night helping us out standing there with her dad's gun, ready to, like, look like she was ready to jump into the
Oh
fire?
yeah, can we mention that?
Yeah,
Holy
like,
crap!
That
Girl.
was so.
She was ready to like literally jump into a fight with these people, beating the crap out of them.
Yeah.
That was cool, but at the same time, I was like,
Dangerous.
where is this plot line going?
Yeah. Like, also,
And
they
it
never bring
never
it up
amounts
again.
to anything.
It never-
Yeah, it
yeah.
literally never comes up.
Like, these
Like,
guys just
who were those
Ever-
people? Why
Yeah,
were
who
they
were-
beating them up?
I don't think we
I
ever
think
found
they
that out.
mentioned
How
that
did
there were people-
Maddox know?
Actually, I think they were people from the loop who just casually just hate Jared, I think.
Yeah, where did
No, no,
Maddox
no,
come
so-
from? He's like just like
Where did
runs
Maddox
in
come
like
from? He
whoa,
just
here I
zooms down
am.
the street. And you're like, when did he have time to call Maddox about these guys?
his spidey senses, his
I know,
best friend
Maddox is
senses.
that type
He's
of
so loyal.
Maddox
He's
is
so loyal.
To be fair, they do say they're from the loop,
Yeah.
but then like we go to the loop multiple times in this thing, and like yes, people can be annoyed. And I really thought there was also going to be a plot point of like the guy that Kate
I-
beat with
I
the car
really
race.
would've-
That should have been like if you wanted to combine the whole like people from the loop don't like Jared, that should have been an element. But like
Yeah.
those two things kind of just never
Or, like,
amounted to
the people
anything.
Jared always beats, and like,
Yeah.
like, because it's a money thing. It's in a money situation, because they bet on people. And
Yeah, it
people
was-
who lose their money, so.
It was weird. It was
Yeah.
just so random.
There was like holes just everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a lot of hole. It was more like it was just there were so many things that were just incomplete
Yeah.
that like if they had just been rounded out a little bit
Yeah.
more, the story would have just
Yeah.
been a little bit more fuller and logical and flowed a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it doesn't.
But
It does.
I will say that was a cool moment of her doing that. And I do love her
That
inner
was
thoughts
cool.
of like, is the safety on? Oh god, is the safety on? Like,
That
that's a
was
good thought
fun.
to have during that moment. But like, I pictured that moment when Maddox said it. I don't know what it was, the way he described it, it's just like, dude, she was standing there with the gun by her side, like out of breath, ready to like shoot. Like, I could just picture his point of view of her standing there, just like, oh hell, you guys might bully me, but I'm ready to like back you up for some reason.
She's like, I don't
Yeah.
want you dead. I mean, like, you know.
The fact that also like was not a turning point in the story at all, though, kind of
And
made
I
it
was so
disappointing.
disappointed in Jared's reaction again. Like, I was expecting him to
Yeah,
be
he had
surprised by
so
that.
many opportunities,
Yeah.
and I feel like he didn't take any of them, and then kind of just randomly did it.
I would have been shocked to see the girl I was bullying there with a gun in her hand. Like, honestly, I was
Yeah,
afraid
like, where'd she
would've
pull
made
the gun
fun of me.
from?
Like, she's like, oh god, am I about to die here? Like,
Yeah,
am I gone too far?
freezes, hands up.
Yeah, like, literally, girl has a firearm and he just like glares at her. Like, buddy, I would not glare at a girl with
Like,
a gun.
don't interrupt me in my getting my butt kicked, you
Right,
know.
I
Yeah.
was just so mad at him. I was like, honestly, honey, pull the trigger.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, that's
Do
mean,
it.
that's dark, but you know what I mean. I was like,
Yeah.
dang.
That's mean. That's dark.
But like, my lord, the next moment, this is probably my favorite moment, besides the speech. Actually, no, the speech came first. Her speech of her finally being like, look,
I like that.
your bullying has legitimately hurt me. Like, it is, and I'm done with you. I don't care, I'm done. You've hurt me, you broke me down, you made me cry. I genuinely I liked you when we were kids, you were my bestest friend, and it hurts me inside. And just finally having some actual communication, quote unquote, because it was just her talking to a class, about her feelings towards him, finally gave me some, like, oh, thank God. Like, get it through
Yeah,
this
it
man's
came
thick
so
skull
late in the book.
that
though.
he is, like, hurting her bad. Because I think he initially thought that, oh, like, I'm hurting her, yes, but I don't think I'm going that far. No, bro, you are hurting her to pieces.
Yeah.
You're pulling her apart. This girl is, like, messed up.
I do have a few complaints with that. I mean, that like whole monologue is so beautiful. I was really nervous about it because I was like, ooh, this could be really cringy.
No, but
And I think the monologue itself is actually really beautiful.
oh, yeah, no, it was my favorite part.
The setting of it, like that whole lead up is cringy,
Yeah.
and there's really
and
no
the-
way to get around that.
The teacher to going like, where is that from?
Yeah.
I like how everyone in the class just accepted the fact that, yeah, that's from a thing she obviously memorized like
yeah, right?
2 weeks before the actual assignments due. Sure,
It would
let's
have
go with that.
Like, make up a poem about something. Like,
Yeah.
that would make more sense.
Yeah,
But, like,
how did she
beautiful
pass
metaphors
that
and all that
assi- How did she pass that assignment?
I don't know.
I know, literally.
Also,
She just kept
Be like-
saying it'll be in the
I-
Yeah, it'll be in the
throughout
report.
the entire speech, all I could think of was like, man, I really want to rewatch 10 Things I Hate About You.
Dude, I had the exact same thought. No,
Oh, yeah.
okay, originally I actually thought that was the speech she was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
that should be the monologue she says, like, because that monologue actually would have worked
It
so
was from a
perfectly
movie.
as
It's from,
well.
like, yeah, you can link
It's
back
from
to-
a movie,
It's from
and it's 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah.
Like, it's like such an iconic thing, but also would have worked for this situation.
It would have. Honestly, that's
What
what I
else
was
was
thinking of at the
copyright?
time. I was like, dang, I really want to rewatch that movie.
I-
guys.
No, dude, literally, my same thought was like, I was a little
Oh, yeah.
disappointed before the monologue actually started that it actually wasn't that monologue.
I was like, man. It was so
Anyway,
good.
what were my
It's
other
still a good
complaints
monologue,
about that?
though. It's still good. But I love.
Wait,
the
I had
car
other complaints
metaphors.
about this. Oh, I think it's so beautiful. And she's basically like, I'm letting you go. And then she doesn't.
Yeah, like she does.
I'm like, mate, you just went through this whole, like, emotional arc. And you probably had, like, 5 hours
It's
where you
more
let him
like
go.
You should have said, and I struggled to let you go. Like,
Because she doesn't.
yeah, it's like, bro.
Like, it's literally hours later when she gets stuck in his web again.
Yeah, I know. Okay, next thing.
I don't know.
The one of probably the next second, not probably even the best thing about Tate is her driving that car. Oh
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
yes!
God.
I wanted
The
that
bad
more.
I
She's-
was
and
like,
like when he came to her and was like, "Listen, you're the only
You
one I'm
have
gonna
to
trust
drive
with
it.
this.
yeah, like,
You have to."
Yeah.
despite him
I was
being
actually-
so mean, he's like, I realize this girl knows her way around a car, and like, I wouldn't.
Originally,
I
I thought
need
she was
you.
gonna volunteer.
Oh yeah.
But I loved it so much more where he
Oh,
had
yeah.
to beg her to do it.
I
That
like,
was
"If you
so
say
good.
please," like, I was like, yes.
If you say
Yes!
please, you and then okay, but hold up, Madoka and Casey looking like she's crazy. I was like, no, you should be cheering her
Yeah.
on right now. This is so acceptable.
Yeah. I was like, honestly, if Casey was her real best friend, Casey would have been backing her up, being like, yeah, go say please, and she wouldn't be with Jared in the first place. But yeah, anyways. Also, just
Anyway,
I
we're
also
talking about her.
again, once again, I was freaking disappointed in Jared's reactions while he was in the car with her, because he was just complaining about her going too fast instead of being like, I wish he was more like, what are you doing? And just like being
Yeah.
like, whoa, like what's going on? And she's just being a badass. And
He should have been yelling more directions at her
yeah, like turn left, go right, go straight. Like if he was panicking while she
so
was
that
just having
she
a
could
blast, it would have
yes,
been
that
so
would
much
have been
better,
so
instead
great.
of him just
He was
being-
too calm.
He was
Yeah.
too calm. I guess, well, which kind of makes sense if he knows how she drives and all that, and he trusts her.
But he doesn't though,
I don't
because
know.
she would have gotten her license in the time that they weren't friends.
That's true. So here's the thing. I would have loved it even more if she won. She would have just okay. This is what I would have loved. She's just sitting behind the wheel after her winning, just breathless, like, oh my god, that was awesome. She just turns to him with a big smile, and then it would have been great if we had that dual perspective you were talking about. We could switch over to his perspective, being like
Yeah.
him being like, dang, she's like really like pretty and hot, and like she's smiling and she's having fun. And they kind of did have that where she's like, thank you for letting me do this, and he's like, yeah. And I'm like, bro, you're just
Yeah,
so
but-
like more expressions. It's like
was
telling an
kinda
actor
lame.
to act, and he's not acting.
Yeah, agree.
It was so
True.
weird.
It was just a little lame.
Mhm. But that
But
entire moment
I
was-
really wanted to see her drive more.
yeah, me too.
I think she should have driven
Oh,
more.
yeah,
Well,
100%.
apparently she
That
will in
seems
the
like-
next book.
No, but it seems like such a big part
Yeah.
of like who her character is and who she's
Like, I
becoming.
would have liked it if,
And she
like,
kind of has a
went out-
sad race.
I like if she would have went out to Loop to get out her frustrations of being bullied.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that's where he
Mhm.
hangs out, but if she had her own area where she just raced all the time,
Yeah, that would have
I
been
think
cool.
that-
yeah,
yeah.
that would have been cool. Because we don't get that much. Because it's already, like, literally first chapter, she's already establishing she loves to drive a car. Because she's, like, going
Yeah,
faster with
it's
speed.
it's established so early
Oh, yeah.
on,
And then,
and then the racing doesn't come till so late.
Sorry.
So
Hello.
Hold on. I need... Keep talking.
Oh, did we lose wolves? Well, that's
Another one bites the dust.
yeah. Wait, is that right? I don't know,
Oh,
man. Anyway, what's a part of the book you want to talk about, Madison?
Okay, sorry.
I think there's a few parts that we have to hit on that
Oh,
are still
yeah.
left.
yeah,
Madison, choose a part.
the
Good or
freaking
bad?
party bedroom.
Oh.
Oh wait,
is
the
it
very
party-
end.
Yes, like the whole
Wait,
like.
can we hit Nate first? I feel like we need
Oh.
to hit
Yes, we can
go
hit
in
him
order
with a
over
bat.
here.
with a bat. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
okay, let me just before we get onto that, can we talk about how they officially finally got past that stupid like, oh, we now love each other thing?
What?
Oh my god!
It was after Nate though.
Well, yeah, I get.
It's after Nate.
Uh,
Let's just say that whole situation was really
it was
uncomfortable.
more so when she shoved that. Well, no, wait. I'm losing timelines here. No, it was after Nate. You're right. I'm sorry. There, yeah, my
Mhm.
timelines are mixed up. Okay. Yeah, no, Nate basically
Yeah,
tried
no.
to sexually harass her. She's pepper sprayed him and hit him, and then Jared beat a pump
I
out
need
of him.
him.
Which honestly, at that moment, I was like, okay, you know what, Jared? Yeah, in this moment, you're okay.
I did enjoy the fact that though she takes Nate down though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like he doesn't have to save her.
He didn't have to do that. Honestly, I would have loved if he came up and he went, never mind. You know, like,
Yeah, that would have been such a great moment.
It
I
looks
get like
you
him
can handle
beating
yourself.
him up.
Like
oh, I haven't seen this either, but I've seen this clip. Madison, I don't know if have you seen, like, the Netflix show Bridgerton?
yes,
I've
I'm
seen
currently
Bridgerton.
rewatching it.
Okay, I want want to watch it
Hey.
so badly. Can you share me your account?
You haven't watched it?
I haven't watched Bridgerton. I really want to, but I don't have
Okay,
Netflix.
what about it?
So that I've seen this clip of like Daphne who punches that guy, and the dude comes running up. And
Oh,
he's like,
oh,
yes!
bloody
That's
fuck
such a good
out.
clip!
Yeah, like
Yes,
that's what I
I
was
just-
picturing for that name
oh my
moment,
gosh.
But I was like, man,
Yes.
Yeah, no, honestly, that is basically that moment, but like a
Yeah,
little bit more
it is.
proper.
Yeah. He's
Because
like,
he does
"All right."
kind of
He does-
try.
he does try to beat him up even more.
Well, no, so in the show, like it's a very similar situation that's happening too.
Mhm. Like she's also not supposed to be just beating people up because like that
Yeah.
Yeah,
goes
But, like,
against
he,
her
like,
prim
came
and
to come
proper
save
like
her, and she like saved herself. He's like, all right, never mind. Cool.
Like yes, that's what should have happened.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he has a little bit of a I don't want to say a god complex because I don't think it's a god complex, but he's a little self-involved, Jared.
Yeah, he is.
yeah.
I think
He
he's,
almost
like,
is like unaware
it
of
was,
other
like,
people's
It was like
feelings.
a feeling of like, oh, Nate touched this girl that's mine, but she's not mine. I'm gonna beat her up. And I'm
Mhm.
like, also,
Possession.
just, I have to say, when did this book come out?
When did it come out?
In 2000s, I think.
Okay, I
Yeah.
swear Kissing Booth took a page from it because,
Wait, which page?
like, the fact that he was telling her, like, to, like, it wasn't exactly like that, but it was, like, stay in the car, like, just yelling at her to, like, be quiet, just getting mad at her over the car driving situation, and, like, him
Yeah.
that reminded me of when, like, in the, I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen this clip, where Elle is walking away from,
Oh yeah.
what's his face,
I know what
and
you're
he's
talking
like, get in the car, Elle, and he smacks the top of the car, scaring her, and I'm like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
that is not...
They do have a very similar vibe.
They
You're
do,
weird,
literally,
right?
Elle and,
Mhm.
I can't remember his name for the life of me.
I don't know his name either.
I only call him Jeremy because of Vampire Diaries.
Oh,
But-
true.
but like, bro, that is not... I was like, this hurts me inside. Anyways,
Yeah. I
They-
did enjoy her throwing his keys though.
oh yeah, no, that was...
I found that hilarious.
Like, why is that the thing that stops you?
yeah, literally.
Just the
Your
throwing, like,
keys
oh,
are
you've
what
gone too
stop
far,
you.
you've thrown my keys. Like, that's the thing that gets him to listen to her a little bit.
Yeah, literally.
It wasn't until she smacked that picture back into his hands, because, like, he was keeping stuff from her. And I was waiting
yeah,
for him to
that was
communicate to
funny.
her and finally tell her the reason why he was just hating her all the time. And we finally got that scene of him just, like, telling her all this shit that happened. And granted, Jared does have a messed up childhood. He's been through a lot. He definitely needs a therapist. Does it excuse the stuff he did? No, absolutely not.
No.
It's terrible. It does give reason to why. Hardly,
Mhm.
honestly. But it's still, yeah. And I won't lie, I was finally, like, relieved, like, oh, are we together now? Can we stop this bullying shit? Can I get fluff now? Can we get, like, I wanna relax.
No.
I'm tired. I'm like,
I think we all went through the same thing
I'm like-
at this point in the
I'm
book.
just like, honestly, if you guys are together, great. If you're together, then give me some fluff. Stop giving me angst. Like, we just went through so much angst, and I don't think you're a good
So
couple
true.
together. But since you are together, at least give me, like, a good, like, point from here on out. Give me good relationship goals from here on out. Fix mistakes. Make amends. Like, don't just make promises that you don't know if you can keep. Show me you can keep them. So, like, yeah, I was just...
And that was about 100 pages to the end of the book.
Ay.
I had the percentage up on my thing so I could see it, and I was like 80%. And I remember you guys texting being like, there's still 100 pages left, but they're together. This can't be good.
You
And I got
remember
to
my-
that point
you
and went,
remember that?
oh, wow, I know what they meant now. Because the same thought just went through my mind.
You're like, oh,
You're like,
Like,
okay,
you
what's
re-
gonna happen
Do you
now?
remember me messaging, like, guys, I've reached a place where I'm
Yes.
scared.
Yes. Yeah,
Also,
too.
I forgot another
Yeah.
cool Tate moment of when she yanked Piper's
Which
hair
one?
and threw her to the dirt because she was getting flirty with Jared.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And
Alright.
she looked at Jared like, listen, if we're doing this,
Like,
you're gonna
I'm not
acknowledge I'm
sitting
with
back.
you, and I don't care if you want to be big macho, you don't date. No, you date, and you date me. End of story. Like,
That was cool. I
was
liked that
like,
moment.
Yeah.
You're like, I get it.
Yeah, girls
Okay.
like, fine, you were possessive, well, I'm just as equally. Get out of here, bitch.
Yes.
Like, he's mine.
I have you now. You're mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Last 100 pages. Madison, this is where what you wanted to talk about really came into play.
Okay, so I don't
Yeah.
remember. Or they're at some type of party, right? They
like an end
bring
of the same end of the year party.
Yeah,
that
and
the book
and
works in.
I'm like, first of all, I just wouldn't have agreed to go to here. But whatever,
Yeah.
they get to this party, they go upstairs. She's like, "Oh, we're going upstairs," you know, like that whole big thing. And
Thanks,
yay,
Madison.
woohoo. So they get upstairs. They're, he sat down his phone to play music. Okay,
That was weird. That was the first red flag. I was like, that's gonna end. Yep, that's not gonna end well. You've angled this at you all.
yeah, you see, that's
I kind
not-
of called what was gonna happen as soon as that
I'm like,
started.
had he sat it down flat,
Yeah.
not facing anything, okay, or put it back in his
Guys,
pocket,
I didn't
or
realize
You
that.
didn't?
No, because
Mhm.
I was so brain dead that I was just like, oh, they're slow dancing. This is cute. Like,
Okay,
was
I
just,
did-
It was
so...
the fact that they was
in
like
the moment, yeah.
he propped it up with like it was very
I wasn't paying
explicit in
attention to the
explaining how he
details.
propped it
I
up,
was not paying attention.
and I was like, that's gonna be the problem.
I was,
Okay,
however,
let's see how
upset.
this unfolds.
I was upset how Jared even suggested they go home. Tate, come on. Like, he literally
Yep.
said, let's get out of here. And I would be like, yeah, you should have done
I
that.
could.
Yep.
Like, I'm not condoning this, but I can see her reasoning of being like, I just want to like be a bad, like break the rules a little bit.
I know, but like,
Yeah.
I almost think it's right, and obviously it doesn't go right.
like,
Oh, I
obviously
have
this
complaints
stuff
about the
happens
next
at a
thing too.
party, but like, don't be like that, you know? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like private time is for private time. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah, don't do it in someone else's bed. It's
Yeah, that's
you don't
always a
know
good
what-
thing.
yeah.
We don't know what's been in that bed.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah. Oh my
Gross.
gosh.
but
So true.
so they're. I mean, they start getting spicy, like whatever.
It gets spicy.
It gets spicy, and they're like, in the bed, they're doing the things, and she takes the.
You don't need to explain it any further,
Yeah.
Madison.
Well, I mean, it's showing that she's being a little
Jesus,
wild.
take
She's
the
being a
wheel.
little.
That's what she
She's taking the wheel. She's going for a drive.
Stop.
And-
Move on quickly.
but anyway, like, she's doing the thing, and
Yes, we got it, Madison.
yeah, and they go on about their lives, whatever, and everything's happy. She's in this happy little Jared bubble. Everything's perfect again, and first of all, best friends still nowhere to be seen. But
Legit. Does Casey ever come back?
no, I think she just went to France herself. Like, she must have just got up and left with
All
Liam.
is gone.
She left,
Disappears.
but so she
Yeah,
never comes
she
back.
just disappears straight up the
I mean,
She really
especially
does.
during
What-
this
what-
monumental, like, awful thing that happens.
Maddox is literally the MVP.
Yeah, he came in, he was like, but like, so the video gets sent around of them doing the do, and she's like, oh my god, Jared had his phone up there.
Sent from Jared's phone.
Sent from Jared's phone saying, like, who wants her next? Like,
Yeah,
so
that was.
she's like gutted, like worse than gutted. She is just obliterated. She's like leaving school. She takes I don't even know what she had in her car.
She has
and
a
starts-
crowbar. Wait,
Yeah, she's
where
like-
did she get that from?
Honestly, though,
Who
that's
keeps
not
a
how it
crowbar in
works.
their
Cars,
car?
I don't know.
Yo, wait. Okay.
A crowbar in
no,
your car? Though?
Listen, my parents' car, we have a bat in our car. Okay, like, it's,
You have a crowbar in your car?
No, we have a bat, but I wouldn't be surprised if it
Okay,
was
a
crowbar.
bat? Sure, I can. It's the fact that it was specifically a crowbar.
Sometimes you need a crowbar. For certain
I'm like,
situations.
whose house is she breaking into on the regular that she needs a crowbar?
Maybe you need.
Well,
She
besides
she
Jared's.
does do mechanic stuff, and sometimes you might need a crowbar. for
Yeah.
certain things.
Oh,
Like-
that makes a little bit more sense.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised she has a crowbar in her car. Honestly.
Yeah, she
Okay.
like
No,
does car
that
things
actually
and
does
stuff,
help my
so.
logic a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is her dad's car, isn't it?
Wait, honestly,
Yeah,
I wonder
it
if
is
the
her dad's
author
car.
was listening to that song. Like,
Okay, literally,
Yeah.
it's Carrie Underwood before he cheats, and it's the first thing that popped in my mind. Madison, do you know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
talking about?
I love Carrie Underwood. I've seen her in concert. Yes.
Oh my gosh, no, literally, the
that-
chorus, I was like, literally on repeat in my mind
I
as
was
she
actually
started.
thinking of, like, Taylor Swift, Look What You Made Me
destroying his
Do.
car.
Look what you made me do.
Oh,
Like,
that
Do you know
too.
Carrie Underwood? the Carrie Underwood song, Wolves?
I'm not good with the song.
Allow me to enlighten you
Oh, yeah.
onto the chorus. I dug my key into
Yeah,
the
okay,
side
no, I
of
know,
his
I know.
pretty
Yeah,
little
you can
souped
stop,
up
you can stop,
four-wheel drive.
Copyright.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Yeah.
why I was saying it.
Yeah, no. I
Yep.
think you. It's hard for me to relate songs to artists because I forget the artist mainly.
Oh my gosh, literally on repeat in my mind. I was
Same,
like,
100%.
because
Yeah.
she
She went
went
at it. She went
after his car.
Oh yeah. Okay. Another thing,
Mhm.
like I feel so enraged that like I get it though. I understand, but I also don't. Like she immediately thought he did this, which granted, understandable.
It was from his phone.
It was from his phone, but
I
instead
mean, it was
of
very
going,
incriminating.
instead of
It was
going
really-
on a rage, I would have immediately went up to him and be like, "Bro, what the heck?" Instead of just going to trash his car. Like,
Yeah, I
if
probably
he
wouldn't
did
have
do
immediately
that,
trashed
if, like,
his
if
car.
you confronted him and he did do that and he admitted to it, then yeah, go trash his car. But
He definitely does go and trash his car very quickly after that
Yeah.
happens.
She's like, all right, F this. Boom, boom, boom. Car, you know.
I did the moment right before that happens when she runs into Matic in the hallway
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
like, "Let me help you." Like, I don't know what's going on with him. Like, we'll go deal with him
he's-
later. Let
he's
me
gone
help you
too
right
far
now.
at this point. Like,
now. That
Yeah.
was such a great moment to see.
Matic,
from him.
Matic is loyal, but like he's like loyal to the point where like
He's
my
loyal
friend did
to-
something bad. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's up?
Because let's be real, spreading that video is a crime.
It is.
child pornography.
Well, they're technically 18.
Yeah. Well,
No,
So I don't
no,
think
she
it's
had.
technically
No, I don't think
child.
I don't think she had turned 18 yet. Had
No,
she?
she had because they got together on her birthday, and she's the younger one.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I guess that's
technically,
true.
she's not a child anymore.
but still.
But it's still a
It's
crime.
still bad.
Yeah, it's still bad.
Yeah.
But like, so she's just like, he's like, no, like, let me prove this to you, and then he like calls her dad and tells her dad, and I'm like, okay, like, I'm glad that you're like, you know,
Okay, that was a bonus point. I was like, okay, at least you're
Okay.
owning up to this mistake. That
you're owning up to it. But holy crap, she's like, oh my god, my dad,
Yeah.
my dad
That's
is
embarrassing.
gonna kill me.
That's
a crime.
really embarrassing.
Like imagine
Yeah,
imagine Jared having to call her dad and be like, look, so I did this and that. Imagine having to say
You-
those words.
Me and your daughter
Yeah.
are having, you know, intimacy at time, and it accidentally got recorded. How do you put that into so many
phrase
words?
that way? Like, anyways,
Yeah, I would
Sure.
not want to see that phone call.
and like
I wouldn't, but at the same
the
time, I
plot
kind
point.
of
But
would.
at the same
Like-
time,
Does it show it in Jared's point of view? The phone call?
it has to.
Oh my god,
I
it
hope
has
so.
to.
I hope so.
And I really hope so, because I
want to know what he says.
I
I
want
want
to
to know what her
know.
dad says. That
So
response.
true. That's what I really want to
Honestly,
know.
I would have laughed if like the dialogue is like I hear a gun reload on the other side of the phone. Like,
I turn around and there he is.
And suddenly, I looked behind me.
yeah. Anyways,
But like, holy cow, like,
Mhm.
and they you know are looking for his phone because his mom has
Wait,
like
can I
the
just
tracker
right
on it.
before that?
What?
The moment when he finds her at her mom's grave, I would have loved to have heard more about her mom.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
I think it's such a powerful moment that she goes to her mom's grave.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But her mom's just really not mentioned a lot. And it's kind of sad because I think that would have been really strong for her as a person to kind of build that in a little bit more. Anyway, that's all I
I
want to
agree.
say. Because I think it's a really beautiful moment that she has, like when she's alone there.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway.
that could have been
Yeah, expanded upon.
Yeah.
expanded upon. Add a little bit of that.
Add a little bit more.
So
Anyway, continue. They're looking for
track
his
down
phone.
Jared's actual phone. Also, props
Because he
to
lost
Jared's
his
mom.
phone at the party.
Props to Jared's
Oh my
mom for
gosh,
putting
yes.
a GPS tracker on his phone.
Yeah.
You knew as soon as that plot point came up, you're like, that's gonna be
Yeah, that's
important
gonna be
somehow.
But also the fact
It
that
was
this,
too
this
specific.
mom, like, she finally,
Literally
like,
tracks
after,
her son.
after going through rehab and, like, getting her senses, she's like, I know what my son is. I know what he's like. He's getting a GPS tracker in his phone.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
she immediately is like, yeah, no, he can do what he wants, but I'm still keeping an eye on him in my own way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, Jared's always like, yeah, she doesn't care when she puts a GPS tracker in your phone. I think that's a sign
Yeah.
she doesn't care, buddy.
She cares.
The
She
disconnect
knows.
between Jared and his mom.
Yeah.
I wish there had been a little bit
I
more
wanted
resolution
than
there.
that, yeah. She's barely
It would've
around.
been-
The only like thing I get, like, the only time I get that she's actually she actually cares for her son is the GPS thing. I'm like, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
And, like,
if you really
the
did-
conversation
Yeah.
with Tate feels like she cares.
Yeah, it does.
Mhm.
And like,
But then she's just gone.
yeah,
But
I
like,
just-
can we show that to her son? You know, like.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
have-
Anyway,
but-
they're looking for
Yeah.
her phone.
Yeah, they're
His
looking for her phone.
His phone.
His phone. Same thing. And you know, like, I'm like, I forgot where I was going with this.
So it's Piper did it. Piper's
Oh yeah,
locker.
they track it down, they find it, and she's like, oh my god, it's not his locker, and turns around, oh look, it's Piper's
I feel like our
locker.
viewers don't even. We haven't talked about Piper. We just mentioned her name.
We should probably mention who Piper is.
Yeah.
She was all over Jared, like,
She
just
was
like,
okay. She was Jared's like go-to, like, how do I put this?
oh,
How do you put that nicely?
Like,
Uh,
side
nope,
chick.
they can't say that.
yeah, she was like a side chick basically in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah. He didn't commit.
his
to
go-to
her.
girl. His
Yeah,
go-to
his
girl.
girl. If he
It's-
just wants to let out some frustrations. So yeah.
But also, I think important that we literally don't learn about till later. She's also the daughter of the cop that arrests him. So the only reason he really gets with her is to get back at her dad.
Yeah.
So we haven't even touched on the idea of why he was arrested and everything,
We
all
never
that.
really talked about his backstory. We're just like, it's traumatic.
And you never really learn what happens. He gets arrested.
Yeah.
Well,
It's kind of-
his dad was
His dad got arrested for beating
Didn't he
him
go
and
to
his
beat up
brother.
dad? Or like,
Hmm.
I forgot what happened.
No, he beat up the foster father
Oh,
of
yeah,
his brother
that-
who
yeah, okay,
mistreated
yeah,
him.
yeah,
But we get nothing beyond that.
yeah.
yeah. So, yeah. But
It
anyways,
happens.
Piper had the phone. So basically, they.
Piper thought Jared was hers. She was delusional.
Can I mention how stupid this plot point is? Okay, so Jared never actually hit.
Oh my
record.
gosh, yeah.
Jared never hit record, right, or anything
Mhm.
like that, right? But
Yep, no.
Nate managed.
I was
to
gonna
record,
complain about this too.
Nate managed to record them, but how did he get it from the exact same angle and download it? Because like if you look back and rewatch that video, it would have been in a different angle, and that's like that's not where his phone was. It's like
Unless the dresser, like that he sat it on or whatever,
Was
was right in
against
front of
the
the window.
yeah,
I
like,
have complaints about that though. Like, they didn't hear a person climbing up and looking in the window. Like, they didn't see or hear anything.
And
Look, I
also,
get you
the
can get
window-
lost,
okay,
whatever,
first off,
but
the
that
blinds
seems
should be
important.
shut in that situation.
Yeah, it's.
It's so
Yeah, because I
stupid.
don't think Piper's like this, like super graceful, like.
It would have made more sense if
you
they
know.
No, but it was
pre-did-
Nate who
okay,
did
wall
it.
climber.
It would've
Oh
made
yeah.
more
Well, I
sense.
definitely don't think he
It
is.
would've made
Yeah,
a
and
lot
it's
more
Nate.
sense, guys, if it was a pre-planted camera in the
Yes.
room, and like it would have been.
It's the fact that it wasn't,
Yeah.
and someone climbed up and did all of this stuff without them ever knowing there was someone there.
It's, I'm just
Yeah,
so
it just
mad that
doesn't-
Tate didn't take the time to be like looking back, like, wait a minute, that doesn't look like the angle his phone was on. You know, like,
But apparently it did. I
like
don't know.
what?
There's a lot of plot holes in this ending
It
little
really
like
was. It's
parting shot, and it kind of made
It's like
it.
the
It
author's like, I
wasn't
need to have
strong.
one more driving.
Yeah, it wasn't
It
strong.
wasn't.
Could have done without it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
I was
I think it was important to acknowledge like that this is a real thing, like that happens, that like people are
Oh yeah.
awful and like will record and then spread it around like that. Like I think I have a complaint about this though.
Yeah.
Why are these children the ones dealing with this? Where are the adults?
Yeah, there are no adults.
Where are
No-
the
literally,
authorities?
I remember when the teachers come into the hallway to like about this fight,
Like,
and like all the students are like, nothing happened. It was like the teachers.
Why
don't
does
even
everyone
Yeah, and the
cover
teachers
it
are just
up?
like, what?
whatever.
I mean, they really do.
But
They
why
just
does
cover it
everyone
all up.
cover up? If literally Tate had mentioned any of the things that were done to her, people would have been in so much trouble.
Yeah. It's like the adults,
Like, legal
is there
trouble.
a history of like the adults just not doing anything despite this? Like, is there just something wrong with this?
Yeah,
town?
it was weird. It was like the kids were taking care of everything.
Oh yeah, it felt like at
And,
that
like,
point, it's
they
like
shouldn't
the author
have.
was playing it off like these guys aren't in high school; they're their own adults. Like at that point,
Yeah.
this is no.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it's like in like cartoons where you never see adults.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That's all it is.
And like they don't.
I mean,
ever
her
eat the
dad
food
did
on the
leave
table.
her alone in the house for 3 months.
Yeah,
Which,
her grandma did stop by though.
yeah,
But she was
it's,
still like
it's a
2
bit of a
hours
weird
away.
plot point.
It's not
though.
like
Yeah,
she.
it was
It's not like
weird.
she. Okay, it's not like her grandma lived like right next door though, to like
Yeah.
be able to check in on her. She lived like a couple hours
Yeah,
away.
but still,
But like
I
the fact that her dad was gone for 3 months and Jared's mom was never home, like it's almost too convenient
it is.
how the
Mhm.
adults just are not present.
Yeah.
if you wanted to make this an adult romance, make them adults. Like
Mhm.
18 doesn't count. Make them adults. If you want to like not have a parental.
I think it could have still worked if they were adults.
Yeah.
If you didn't want parental figures.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
it's just. it was
Or
dumb
you
plot.
could have kept it as was and
Yeah.
incorporated the parental figures more and made it more kind of within this age range.
Yeah, I was sad that Nate and Piper didn't get consequences for that. I was
They literally should have.
Yeah.
Like
They
Piper's
should've, yeah.
father is a cop.
yeah. For
Someone should have
Mhm.
called him.
I was like,
100%.
honestly, that time Tate pulled her hair and threw her in the dirt. I was like, that's well deserved for this point.
Yes.
Like, oh my
Mhm.
god. So I can't with that plot point.
Yeah,
I want to bring up something funny to take my mind off it. When Jared was
Wait, is there anything else that we want to hit on? Because I think we've hit on everything.
the prom where Maddox wanted to take Tate to the prom.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
they
nice.
take her both to the prom though.
together.
Oh, and like how he's like, but you're like my baby. You have my baby in you.
my gosh, Maddox was so crazy.
Alright.
He really
I
was. He would
cringed at
take.
that. I had to skip that paragraph. I was like,
It was like you were trying to get on her good side, and this is what you're doing.
yeah, like, bro,
You are not helping yourself.
you are not.
Nope, not at all. Not at all.
Like, I think if he was established to be a better character at that point, I would have found that hilarious.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
But at that point, he's still such a questionable
yeah.
character
Oh, yeah, no, he is.
that the motives just don't land right.
It isn't until a little bit later that I kind of warmed up a little bit to him. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
I'm still squinting
I think
my
it's
eyes at
literally
you.
the ending incident
This
when
is
he's
why
like,
I'm kinda
"Trash,
curious.
Jared, let me
This is-
help you."
This is the exact reason why I'm kind of wanting to read the Maddox book because I want to know what he
What
truly-
happened to him.
Like what is making this guy?
Who is Maddox?
Yeah, who is Maddox? Like
Is
why?
Maddox? What
What
makes
like,
Maddox
How far
Maddox?
does he go with things? Like what is his thought? Like why does he hate this Fallon girl? I was like,
Yeah.
bruh. Anyways,
What's wrong with Fallon?
Anyway,
Fallon's-
nothing.
that's a different book. So,
Oh, sorry. Sorry,
The-
different.
the funny thing I wanted to mention was just when it was like the very last chapter of the book where Jared was in Tate's room, and they were.
Oh my
talking,
gosh, that
and
was funny.
Her dad was like, "Jared, go home." It's like,
Yeah.
Through the door, though.
through the door.
He's like,
Yes.
He just knew he was there. He's like, "Go home."
That was funny.
no.
And like
That was
it's
really
made out that Tate's dad is like a hard like military dad kind of thing. I would have liked it more if he just burst into the room with like a fake gun and been like, "Get out." That would have been 10 times more accurate and funny. And then he just padlocks the window. It's like he's
That's
staying
really
out.
funny.
But still, like I just that made me laugh. And honestly,
was a
those
funny
last
moment.
couple of moments, the moments where Jared and Tate are not engrossed in drama, they are kind of cute. I will admit, they have
Mm.
moments where it's like, okay.
They do have cool moments. It's just the way that they
It's-
get there
It
sours
really
it a little bit.
is not. It's
Yeah.
just- it was hard for me to like the main couple hardly at all. I wish they did it differently.
Mm-hmm.
It hurt to. I was starting to enjoy the book towards the end because of like all the other stuff that was happening.
Yeah.
That's true.
But like,
Anyway,
I don't know.
should we last thoughts? Final thoughts?
What would you rate the book?
Oh, we're rating the book.
Kind of
I don't know. Seems different. What do you want to rate it?
I think it's a good book. I think there's a lot of loopholes or like
Yeah.
plot holes
Mm-hmm.
that could have made it better.
Mm-hmm.
Can we use fractions, decimals?
Yeah.
And what
use
are we
whatever
rating
you-
out of 10?
Yeah, I'm gonna give
well,
it.
I was gonna say
give it-
5, but
I was
that
gonna
that
actually
works.
give it 6. So.
I was gonna
No,
say
no, I meant like
6.5.
I was gonna say like out of 5.
Oh, out of
Oh,
5?
out of
Oh.
Yeah.
Then like 2 out of 5.
That math doesn't math.
I don't know how to do fractions. You either have to give me like 1 through 10. Like
Yeah, do 1 through 10. 1 through 10 is
I
easier.
can't math
Okay,
well.
okay. Oh, okay, sorry.
Don't expect me to math ever.
Okay, sorry. One
We'll
out of
set this
1 out of
6.
10. Six,
I say
okay.
6.5.
I'm just gonna give it a 6.
You say 7, Madison?
No,
Yeah, I hadn't actually said it, but I was thinking it. How'd you know?
Oh, I thought you did say 7.
No, but I was thinking
bad.
it. I was like,
I'll
I
give it
mean,
6.
Okay, so 6 to 7, because I've literally said 6.5.
It wasn't
So
the worst. It wasn't the
I
greatest,
think-
but it was.
I think it's a good read.
It is a good
It's an
I
interesting
think
read.
it had room to improve.
But yeah, there's other stuff that could be done, definitely.
Oh yeah, right.
But enjoyable. Good pick. Yeah. I feel like
I'm putting it back on the shelf where it will stay forever. There we go.
yeah. I mean, I think it was a good and interesting one to talk about though.
Yeah.
I did.
Anyway,
It was different from what we've done before with Madison.
yeah, and no, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice job, Madison.
Good job.
Thank you. I
I
tried.
try.
I love those hard hitting.
We
Anyway.
definitely got heated for this book. Like we definitely caught.
Yeah, no, I think the
Yeah.
discussion was fun though.
Yeah, we got
Oh,
really
yeah.
into the discussion. Aye.
Just
Okay.
wait until
Shall
we
we
go
announce
for more.
the next one?
Yes. Whose book is it next?
It's me.
Oh.
We're back
Okay.
to me. Guess what? We're doing the first book in another series.
Yay!
I'm so sorry. I have a problem. I read a lot of series books. This is actually part of a world that has a bunch of standalone series that actually come before this series. Or standalone books that come before this. But you don't actually need to know anything about them to jump into this series. I didn't know
Okay.
anything about it. I still haven't finished the standalones to know about it. Anyway, the book we're doing is called Of Water and Moonlight. Yes, we can all see why I picked up this book. It's part of the Thunderbird Academy series. We're sticking with the rivalry theme. This is book 1 of 3. So we're not gonna get a satisfying romantic ending.
So
I'm sorry.
I felt like we didn't even really get
But-
that in a bully book.
But I will say
That's fair.
it's a very like compared to Madison's book, this is a very clean book. It's fantasy based. We got some
Madison sounds
witches
so
and some
disappointed.
wolves. I'm so sorry. But they're literally some of the greatest
Wait, I'm
like,
sorry. What'd you say?
character
What'd
interactions.
you say about fantasy?
We've got some witches and some wolves.
Yay!
Yeah. But literally the characters are so well developed. The relationship with each other is so interesting. I'm really excited about it. And I think I have the lightest book out of the 3 of us, so this is kind of our break.
Okay.
Even though I think it's still like 200 pages.
Okay. Mine is a big.
I promise
beefy
it's so fun and it's actually really quick to get through. It never takes me long to get through it.
Well,
But
it
yeah.
doesn't take you long to get through most books, considering.
Yes, but like
how
this
it's
one,
read.
I can get through all 3 books really
Guys,
fast.
guys,
Like
Moon-
all 3 books
Moon
is like the
literally-
length of one for
Moon
me.
reads our books like a day before the stream, or like the day of.
I
Like-
do.
Like.
I read 2 days before this time.
Uh-huh.
If
But I
only
also
had
read it
time to do that.
starting at, like,
Madison reading
9
a
at
week
night.
Before, just like, ooh.
Our chats are fun when you guys are like, oh, and that part in the book, I'm like, yep. Still
I was
haven't
like,
started
I know
it yet.
But then you're like, oh, now I know what they're talking.
Yeah. Me coming into
True.
streams is always interesting because
Yeah.
I'm always the last one to finish.
Very
You-
true.
You remember
I
better
have-
for us. You remember better. For
I do. I have finished one of the books on the day of the stream.
Wasn't
It was my own book, to be fair. I did
Oh
do
my
that.
God.
Oh, better your own
And by
book.
finish, I meant I started and finished the book on the same
Better
day
your
of the
own
stream.
book, because then you wouldn't even have to.
Oh yeah, I already knew the book. But anyway,
Yeah,
I'm
Love
super
that.
excited. Do we know when we're streaming?
that's the thing.
That's
This
Okay.
one was a kind of a given since it was, well, it's spring break for me and Moon, but I would say
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
we could try for like another like 2 weeks, maybe.
We usually do 3, I
3
think.
weeks? Okay.
yeah. Give me. I still
So
gotta read the book.
Alright, every 3 weeks.
somewhere at the beginning of April.
Yeah. It's probably better.
That's around when we'll be doing this.
Okay. Yeah. We'll keep everyone
Yeah,
posted.
I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I'm super excited
So
about
remember,
it.
guys, it's rivalry week. Get
Rivalry, well,
Rivalry,
not week.
rivalry,
Rivalry.
something.
Cycle.
Rivalry theme. It's
Cycle.
the rivalry time. We got
I'm super excited for
characters
this one.
Fighting
Yes.
back people's. We got conflict, rivalry.
Conflict.
Yeah.
This is
Angst.
angst. Oh my gosh, the amount of angst in this book, y'all are not.
Oh, no.
It's so bad.
I just had
No,
so
it's the
much.
good kind of angst though.
Yeah. I'm like,
Trust
so
me, you're gonna
tired.
love both of the characters. Like, absolutely adore. They're so. I can't.
I'm
I
gonna
can't.
because you two mentally drain me. This is why my books are fluff, because I need a break.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. This is probably gonna be heavier on the emotions.
Oh great.
Oh.
Well, no, yeah, book 1. Book 1's crazy.
No.
Book
Yeah.
1's a little
Book
crazy.
I'm like,
But we got
alright,
magic. We got some
are we gonna
fun,
have a repeat of the
fantastical
Dragon
elements.
Twins plot. Oh yeah.
What was your complaint about that?
No, it's just that the Dragon Twins had a lot of angst and things that frustrated me.
Yeah, you're probably gonna get really frustrated.
Ah,
Oh.
I'm sorry, but
I
the main
promise this is
character
such a
for
good
Dragon
series,
Twins,
though.
Like just pining over this boy. I'm just like, I was just so like, I'm done.
Oh, you need to read the rest of the
That's
books
the
because
problem with your
it's such
book reading
a.
series. Our thoughts are gonna be
I
like
know.
this until we like.
It's such a like. There's such good reasoning behind it in a later book, and you're like, whoa, it all makes sense now. Crazy
all
reasoning,
makes
but like.
I will never get over the bomb drop I left in my last book with y'all. That crazy love like square like.
Oh yeah, the love.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
the other people.
And yeah, like what the
That
heck?
was insane.
I just loved mentioning that, and like I wanted you guys
Must
to be
be like, huh?
interested in the books later, so I was like, I'll just drop that there and leave them to simmer and see if they want.
I know.
And
I
we're
feel like
oh.
once we get through a few more cycles, I feel like we should ask people out of because I'm not the only one doing series, and I feel like we should
Yeah.
ask people out of the series, the first book of the series that we've done. Would people want to see the second book and of
We
which
can have, like,
series?
the occasional like series month, you know, like where
Series
we just do
day.
series, like series month,
Yeah.
where we continue.
I
That's a
know.
good idea.
We might those might have to be a little bit longer though, because series can be a little long.
Maybe we should
Yeah.
like do it like after like 3 times. So like Madison, Moon, we all like do our books. We all go through the cycle 3 times, and then we do a series, and then we go back.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of switch it up a bit too.
So 10 would be a series.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn off the music now.
We'll figure it out later.
Maybe
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's fine.
All right. Anything last?
I'm just tired
Anything
after
left
Bully.
to say? Mm-hmm.
Bully made me tired.
You're welcome.
Bullied has made me tired. That's
Anything last to say before we end the stream? We have been going for almost 2 hours.
Oh man.
cue the,
Yeah.
I know.
Cue the Carrie
My-
Underwood song. That's all I gotta say.
Listen, that was so off key and everything. It was fine.
YouTube is
Is it? Not that
It is-
picky.
No, it is mean. It will randomly
It's okay.
copyright you if
Pretty
you
mean.
use anything. It's so mean.
That's
That's
okay.
Anyway,
Alright.
should we wrap up the stream?
Yeah, say bye.
Yes. Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Tea
Bye,
talkers
everyone.
and fellow reader. Alright, see you, enjoyers and enjoyers
Bye.
and fellow readers. Bye bye.